Yo, welcome to the Cloud Ninja Podcast. This is your boy Free Game, and today we're going to be talking about the Chapter 22 leaks with Mello and the Walkie Talkie podcast. Now, you've been asking about Mello getting back on the podcast, and I'm sorry it has to be with the Walkie Talkie podcast. I know you guys don't like Odie's voice, but I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm going to unmute the audio on them, and let's get to the discussion. If you want to chat, say what's up, and I'll respond back.
To be honest, though, that's kind of what it felt like they
were doing when Kodachi was writing the Kara arc, the Kawaki arc, I guess, to be technical, with all of Amado's cyborgs, because it was Ninja Tech, and they were making big advancements. Even freaking Katasuke's shit with Ao is very cyborgy. Garrou's got crab claw hands and shit. Like, they were doing very cyborgy things. But it just shifted. Amado's thing isn't Ninja Tech anymore. It's just the same thing Orochimaru's been doing since day one. Transferring cells from one person to another. It's Shibai cells. It's Otsutsuki. It's not Ninja Tech. Now, it's technically Ninja Tech. It's not Ninja Tech. It's not what Katasuke's doing. They just kind of removed it. Even Delta's whole thing. Her robot jets and shit. Have you seen all the Ninja Tech is gone?
Yo, that's crazy, because I was just talking about that in a previous podcast too. I was like, it seems like they was like leading heavily on the Ninja Tech thing and then just like disappeared.
It's gotta be.
I think a lot of that is just the change of writers.
Or maybe because they got so
I think
advanced
Kodachi,
as far as like, Amado being able to create like, living beings that walk around and they have sentience basically. Like he can create a human and make him into basically a robot killing machine. So that's basically like levels above what Kakaste or whatever that dude name was creating. He was just making like parts.
Yeah, but that's fine. Amado could be more advanced. The original explanation was that Kara was using its outers to essentially steal Ninja Tech information from all the villages, Katasuke being one of the people they stole from, and Amado's essentially pulling it all together to be so advanced, on top of whatever other things he could have had going on. That would have been fine. They just decided to change their approach.
It did say that Amado created the cuffs that they put on Boruto. That's considered Ninja Tech, I guess, if you want to.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's the one thing of Ninja Tech that they have right now.
I'm just saying.
But even then, let's be honest. We just already saw that in the anime.
I'm just saying, like, so they're still making Ninja Tech in some type of way. So.
what?
I'm gonna count it because honestly, they just copied that from the anime. And by the way, Katasuke made those.
When Kawaki was detained, when Kawaki first showed up.
Yeah. I'm gonna count it. It's not a new Ninja Tech.
Like,
they already had that stuff.
Oh,
what do you
really? Oh, okay. Somebody had brought that up.
Yeah, in the anime when Kawaki first shows up.
Oh, somebody had brought that up in my chat. My bad. Go ahead, Mello.
oh no, you're fine. This panel, what do we think is going to happen
What panel?
when Jura shows up on the battlefield?
Me.
It's an
You're talking about the
I'm gonna scroll up a little bit.
The spoiler, yeah.
So
I'm glad you're getting into that because I wanted to go over everything it might be, but probably isn't. So, first of all, are we sure this is Jura? Could it be someone else?
Well, it could. Probably not.
Likewise, is this really Mitsuki?
What is he talking
Probably.
Just throwing it out there.
What is he?
There's a lot of people there. They could, maybe Koji told Boruto transformation jutsu trick Jura because, hypothetically,
I hear where he's going.
if Jura just doesn't see Boruto there and he has a good favor with the leaf, he might just transform into Mitsuki just in case it might work.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
It's a real possibility.
wasn't trying to let that laugh slip out.
Well, he's got good acting skills in that case because Mitsuki looks very surprised.
It just kind of came out.
He's got to sell it.
No, it's
What the fuck are
You
you
were
talking
definitely
about?
inspired by your
Bro,
My
bro,
Hero
bro.
episode you sent
Exactly.
me the other
This one
day.
was a doozy, bro. I was sitting here trying to
Exactly,
figure
bro.
like where is he going with this one? Cause I want to see how.
Exactly where
What the fuck are you
he
talking?
said he did a transformation
I was-
jutsu. Like what?
He said, "Is that
Likewise.
Jura and is that bro? Have you? Ain't nobody wearing that toupee, brother. That is definitely Jura. Ain't nobody wearing that shit on
Okay,
their
okay.
head. Fuck
I
no.
got
He
a
look
couple
like he
other
coming out of a
possibilities for
vagina.
you.
What is he like? Look at that collar. Like
That
no,
toupee is
no.
very Jura-ish.
Oh shit!
I don't think
This
he can
bro's
mimic that.
man. Bro's out here trying to look like Cell. Oh, that's
I know coming out the clam and
Bro's
shit.
out
Like
here
what
trying
is
to
like
look like Cell.
surprise, motherfucker? What's going on? Like I don't know, but yeah, I'm sick of these grinds too. They just like don't do shit. They just kind of there to get them from point A to point B.
They
They're
just
basically
exist.
like flying Raijin Shuriken at this point. That just like
Exactly.
walk around.
They're just
They're
yeah.
fucking worthless, bro.
They're
It's just
They
because
just
Boruto
exist.
has
They're
flying
just-
Raijin because he needed it to get away, and now the enemies need it to get to Boruto. So it's just convenience on both sides.
By
it
the
would
way,
suck to be a claw grind.
well, maybe not. They might not even know that they exist. So when you have a concept of suck, but I get your point. I'm not trying to be like super anal about it.
Yeah.
But
Well, they
yeah.
say that the
Something-
they say that the
Yep.
well, what are these things called again? God damn it. Which Jura?
Grind.
Claw grind.
Fucking- No, not claw
Oh.
grind.
Shinju.
Yeah, the Shinju. They're the only ones that have actual thoughts. Like, what do they call it? Sentience?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little.
So yeah, they're
So
probably
I,
just raging monsters that just do what they're told. Because they
Well,
have
one of
no
them did
allegiance
speak.
to nobody. It looks like yeah, their allegiance
Oh,
definitely
jeez.
isn't to cold.
Yeah,
No, they
Code lost
definitely
control a
obeyed the
long
Shinju.
time ago.
They definitely.
I don't know. It seems like Code or the Shinju are able to control them, but whenever they're not controlled, they're able to just go do whatever they want.
Cold and controlling shit.
But we don't know what they're doing otherwise because they never like really address what happened to all those claw guard in the Elite Village.
Yo.
It's like I'm sorry. What were you saying? Phoenix.
Huh?
I thought you were about to say something.
Oh, no.
All right, my bad. So fuck, what was I about? Oh, so something weird. I just kind of want to bring up real quick. What Jura's not Jura. Ishiki's dialogue when he's like a ghost smoke spirit visiting Code. He said like hop from planet to planet, devouring worlds. Did he not think that Code would run into other Otsutsuki during this process?
Yeah, 'cause he
and
surely
if
isn't equipped to handle them.
That
I don't know
depends.
I don't know either way. Sorry. It was almost finished with the point. And then also like if that is the case, what does this say about the power level of like the average Otsutsuki that this guy like if he thinks he's gonna be running into his own kind, that he might feel confident that Code could like handle that business. That's just something interesting. I was just like wondering, like, because I'm looking at Code now. I'm looking at the landscape, power wise, all this stuff. I'm like, this is so low tier shit we're seeing right now. Like,
Yeah.
from our perspective, it's all high tier. I'm not talking about the quality of the manga. I'm talking about like the power levels in the story itself. I think we're like in our Nappa Saiyan saga, and I think like Ishiki was Raditz, that type shit. So right now, like Jura seems to be like the biggest, baddest dude we've ever seen, and maybe yeah, sure, whatever. But I think he's so fucking weak in comparison to like what's out there that like right now, like there's a Frieza out there some fucking place. There's like a Sail or Majin Buu some fucking place out there. There's a Beerus out there in this world. I believe that, and I don't know. It's just super interesting. Is I don't want to spend too much time on it. It just I want to get to. I want to move this shit along a little bit more.
Somebody
Is
said
all.
something.
Shibai.
Oh, sorry. Just real quick. Somebody had said something interesting regarding that. They had said I can't remember who it was who said that. But basically, what they said was, Ishiki, when he popped up to Code after he died, he said something specific to him, like, "Don't let the Asusuki will die," or something like that, or "I won't let it die with me." And he wanted Code
Almost like he's the
to-
last one.
Yeah, exactly. So, you think that could be something that's a possibility? Like, there maybe isn't that many Osusuki out there besides like Boruto and Kawaki, of course, because they're full Osusuki. Like maybe they're going extinct in a way, possibly.
I just realized that the person you're talking about was me because I came up with that idea.
No, this
Years
was
ago.
like I swear I either read it in this was like recently.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough.
This
Yeah,
was
well,
recently.
yeah.
Probably Bar or Black Lucia said it or something like that. So I don't know, or maybe I read it in a comment, or possibly it was you. I don't remember, but I just know I heard
You know,
this
I think
somewhere.
it's possible. Yeah, I think it's possible. I kind of figured, like when it first was said, I was saying like, yeah, that's weird that he said it like that. It's almost as if there aren't any more out there. So
Right.
it was kind of like super interesting, but at the time, but yeah. But yeah, yeah.
So
So
that
Jura,
could
he comes out of the.
that
Sorry.
could make sense to why he was so confident in Code, and then like
Oh
Code
yeah, sure.
supposedly supposedly had limiters, and I'm pretty sure he was aware of that. Pretty sure he assumed that Code would go to get his limiters removed, making him strong in the way
Maybe he's
he
like
was
super.
as Jigen.
See, I think another point to that was he might be like super cocky and confident in Code because Code has his power. So it's almost like you, I'm cooking everybody because you have my power type shit. So that might be
Does
like some
not a
kind of
goddamn
confidence he
thing with
has in
it.
him. I mean, no, he does. His level of power is because of Ishiki. There's other factors too, but it's Ishiki, Shibai, and his cyborg body primarily, unless there's some other secret Uzumaki shit. But at that point, who fucking cares about the Uzumaki? But yeah. So he definitely uses the power. What I really want to do is sit down and just take the time to do this because I don't think anybody else in this community is going to do this. And I want to prove that Code is just Ishiki plus. Because I feel like the problem with this community when it comes to like scaling and trying to get an accurate representation, it's the Jigen Code, it's the Jigen Ishiki shit. It's like the bane of the community's existence when it comes to power scaling. Like these motherfuckers cannot get over the stronger than Jigen, but we can't quantify if he's over. Like I'm so sick of that shit. So I just want to like go through the material as best as I can, and I'm not going to try to like form the information to fit my conclusion. So if I'm wrong on the matter. But I kind of want to. I think I've done that to a degree, but I just kind of want to get that shit done because I'm sick of that shit. But
Would you say that the tier of power that we're in like Tubu Vortex is Ishiki plus, like as far as like Jura and other Shinju, Boruto, people of that ilk?
I think Code is Ishiki plus. So everything beyond that point is Ishiki plus. But when I scale for like the community, I don't really use it that way. Because I this community is super sensitive. Like anything, if I say something like they tether their personalities and their whole like not whoever this applies to, the hypothetical them or you or whoever. It's like they tether their personalities, their whole like being to this series. It's fucking bizarre. So if I say something like critical about Boruto's character, they lose their fucking minds. They just fucking spaz out and start like going full retard or some shit. So
what's crazy? I give no damn about what people be thinking about my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. So I say cook.
It's not even that, because it's not that I care like that much. It's more so like I don't want to be bothered having to like explain like the whole process over and over. It's just exhausting. It's like I think I'm just gonna make one just giant video and just like kind of cover it.
One and done it. Like
Yeah, just be done with
if
They
that.
want you to
somebody
keep up.
asks you, it's like just refer to my last video if you want to know so bad.
Yeah.
How about you write an entire essay in the comments?
I know, bro. Dudes be like in my comments, like fucking trying to debate me and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to debate you. You lost the debate because you didn't reply. It's like, bitch, I'm not replying to your bro. I got a life. The fuck you think I'm gonna sit up here for like an hour and shoot the shit with you over fucking text in a comment section? Are you crazy? 2025, bitch. Get on Discord. I'll cook you live.
Bro,
Sorry.
I heart the comment. Let's call it a day.
I try not to engage with the comment. I don't want to get into a back and forth because that's just a lot of wasted time and energy that I could be putting into something else other than talking to you about something that really just doesn't matter in the end.
Yeah, like, I just don't understand. Like Code has the white karma, and the white karma is Ishiki. He doesn't have like the genetics rewrite shit, and he doesn't have the Kegegenkai genetic power shit.
Yeah.
But everything else, he has like
the
power of this fucking dude, bro.
Yeah,
so I don't like. I just don't. It's like a lack of specificity, because like he's like, oh, the true essence of karma, and people are like, oh well, perhaps he wasn't talking about himself. Perhaps he was only talking about Kawaki and Boruto. I'm like, man, y'all, what the fuck is going on here? So,
Hey,
so
so
this
what-
fucking dude.
I've been
he got
saying
the
it since
karma,
day
he
one.
unlocked
The
this
true
shit.
essence of karma is cap. Ignore it.
So
Continue, Freaking.
I always
So
This
would
is
you
confusing.
say
I was-
that? So would you say that the karma like stacks power? Like how would it? They don't want to give like a proper multiplication for the power
do you
when
mean stack?
they. All right, so if he's
But
using
it's
this
stacks on
says
top of your
power-
base, yeah.
Yeah. So if he's using this power from Ishiki, then that will be his own chakra stacked on top of Ishiki's. Correct? Like is that how they do it? It's not like a multiplier like
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, whatever he.
Pretty much every power in Naruto and Boruto is basically like additive. So like for karma, Ishiki's, let's just say Kawaki. Ishiki's chakra comes out of the karma, it overlays Kawaki's body. It's basically adding it to Kawaki. Now, in cases, if they want to describe how much stronger a character is, they might say Kawaki's 10 times stronger now. That's not necessarily because it's a 10 times multiplier, but because at Kawaki's current strength, he was 10 times weaker than Ishiki.
Yeah. I
That's
get what
why
you're
you
saying.
look at Robo's curse mark in part 1, he's 10 times stronger. You look at Sasuke in Shippuden using the curse mark, I'll be damned, barely looks any stronger. Definitely not getting 10. He's not going toe-to-toe with Deidara and then getting 10 times stronger and still going toe-to-toe with Deidara. It's because Sasuke's base at that point was way stronger than Jirobo, so the curse mark, it was adding something, but it wasn't adding nearly as much. And that's a similar thing that works in most cases. The exceptions would probably be like, for example, Choji's red pill. Yeah, that might just be 100 times multiplier. It might be additive, it might be multiplier. We don't know because it just depends on how exactly that works in the first place. So there might be some exceptions, but generally it's what I just said.
I just wish they were like, they're a cyborg that surpasses the power of Ishiki. It's like it just would have been so, because he had this conversation post Ishiki's death. Why the fuck are they talking about Jigen? I just think they called Ishiki Jigen because that's how they knew him. That's how they kind of like referred to him as. Even though he became Ishiki, they still call him Jigen. That's what I suspect, but it's whatever.
That's why they should have dragged that out a little bit more. Made him his own character. He
Man,
didn't
if
have
only
an
the
identity.
anime did that.
That's what I'm saying.
As if
He
it
didn't
was
have his
a
own
But
identity.
even if
They ran through
Even
it.
if the anime said it, like people would just ignore it because it's not canon. So
No, I mean
some
as
weird
far
shit.
as like how the anime just made that arc of like Ishiki or like the end of Jigen.
cold.
They made that shit so fucking quick where like Ishiki really didn't show up in too many episodes. He didn't really have an identity. You just had to fight with Naruto and then that was it.
Well, he didn't do too much in the manga. They didn't have a lot to work with. Like the character is shit. I've been saying this shit for years.
Yeah.
Nobody listens. The character is dog.
They don't
shit,
want to
bro.
like I mean, the anime definitely takes creative liberties at times, but to be fair, when they did so was when Kodachi was both the writer and on the anime team.
Yeah.
Once
I think they
Kodachi
were
is no
just
longer
trying to
the
speed
writer,
run his-
they can't necessarily add new things without knowing what the fuck Ikimoto wants to do. And Ikimoto, I've been saying this since day one, I'll keep saying it. He's either not watching the anime or he doesn't give a shit about the anime except when it's convenient for him because he blatantly ignores things and contradicts it. But then other times he steals from the anime. So it just depends on his whims. They're definitely not communicating over it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird. Like I think. Oh, sorry for you.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I think this series has a villain problem, like a major one. I think Kawaki was a good villain. The good like excuse me, origin of a villain in part 1, but then they fucked him over in part 2. So now I'm looking at like
Don't
his-
agree with that. However, that to explain that requires my like probably 30-minute Kawaki video, and I'm not gonna say that right now for obvious reasons. So I don't think, but long story short, him losing all these battles, that's not really the problem with Kawaki, because a lot of it does serve to his narrative. I think the problem with Kawaki, the actual problem, is that he has no point, but they're trying to make him have a point, and I'm referring to the shinobi or those who die early thing. He's creating this disparity between shinobi and himself, and that was a fine idea when it was presented. The problem is, he's only been proven wrong to the point that he just has no point. Naruto didn't die. Sakura and Boruto, none of them died. Nobody's dying. And he's not even there to see Yodo die. And frankly, if you check the Japanese raw kanji, they technically don't even say she died. So we don't even know if she did die or not.
So
He just has no point.
I think Kawaki's character was written very well in part 1, and I think his story wasn't completed, but I don't think part 1 should have ended where it did. And I think they should have
We all
completed
agree.
Kawaki's story at the end of part 1. You can maybe keep some elements to kind of bleed over into the part 2 so that we can have the conflict from the Flash Force, since you've already done that. But it just seems like he's lingering around because they did the Flash Forward and they need his character to stick around because they already pulled the trigger on that. Not because they have some plan for the character or they have some kind of direction that they kind of want to go in besides that Flash Forward and what's been presented. But I don't know. It's just kind of odd. So like I think he was a great kind of like little origin for a villain, and I think he was written very, very well, which is why Boruto Part 1 is really Kawaki Part 1. But I think just the writing kind of stalled his momentum to such a degree to where he's when you make your one be a joke, that's bad. That's bad writing. I don't care like what your plan was or what your goal is. You can't do that. So I'm just kind of disappointed with how they're writing Kawaki. I love how he's writing. He loves female characters in a way that I don't think Kishimoto did. I absolutely, or at the very least, he knows how to write them better. I'll say it like that. Because I'm absolutely loving what Yukimoto's doing with his female characters. Although I will say, in general, Kishimoto's a superior writer, obviously. Like, the stuff with Tsunade was just peak shit. The stuff with Sakura was peak shit. I just feel like once you get past, like, that, kind of getting into Shippuden, and even, like, later on, I just would have preferred a little bit more detail, a little bit more spotlight for the women. But it wasn't bad. I'm kind of shitting on Kishimoto, but it wasn't that bad.
I think Kishimoto was unconfident. And I think he's expressed that in interviews before. And
He has.
About
but
what?
like about writing female characters, which I think it's because of, it might be because of his age, but he views like writing men and women in different capacities. And people had criticized Sakura a lot, and he knew that people weren't really that big of a fan of her, so he became unconfident in the character as time went on.
Oh, that's just a skill issue then. That's
Which is why when he did during the France interview last year, or was it the year before? It was last year or the year before with Ikimoto. He was like, I actually did plan on like giving Sakura like a backstory. I was going to go more in depth in her character, similar to what he did with Naruto and Sasuke. But he was like, okay, I can't find a way to actually fit this into the series. But yeah, he was shocked. He was shocked to find out how much people liked Sakura because he thinks that he didn't do as good of a job as he could have.
Well, he definitely didn't do as good of a job as he could have. He definitely could have done a better job.
Yeah.
But
he was scared of his wife.
The
whole thing was a mistranslation anyways. There's an explanation for everything. I don't think he was like that at all.
He was scared of his wife.
No, I just like Ikimoto's style. I like Ikimoto, like how he draws like the art style for the characters, like their fit. It's very like, it's more modern. It's very like, poppy. Korean pop, whatever the fuck his inspiration is. So I like the kind of like different vibes. He kind of makes the series feel a little bit more younger. And then also like the emphasis on the female characters. Like they have like one of the main plot, like Sakura's like love triangle thing is intimately entwined with the Shinju and their whole like little story and perspective. Particularly like Mitsari and Jura, and even like Hirari to a degree. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Mamushi to this day. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that dude. Like to this fucking day, like bro just been sitting for like 2 years or something. I don't know what the fuck. They haven't explained it. I don't know why he just sitting there. They haven't explained why he's sitting there. I don't know why Hirari's sitting there. I don't know why Jura just been sitting there. Fucking Ryu had his fucking fingertips coming out the grime. Help me, motherfucker. He was like fucking Orochimaru with the grass long sword on Hiruzen. Okay, them long ass episode, just moving his finger. Come here, motherfucker. Help me.
Dang,
and this dude is sitting there like, nah, I'm good. Now there's a whole fucking Uchiha fucking Amaterasu sun goddess bitch. I ain't coming out there until she passed out. And what do you know? As soon as the sun goddess goes to sleep, now he wanna come out and try to play villain. Fuck out of here. You didn't want that smoke when your boy was begging for help. See these villains, bro. Go read a book. Go read a book.
Hey, so what's going on in the leaks though?
But that's what Jorah does.
I've been saying it. He's a nerd. I don't like the book thing. I don't
That's
care
what
what
I love
Kamui
the
says.
book
The
thing.
book
That's
thing
an
is
insult
nerdy.
to
I love
nerds.
the book thing. What are you talking about?
Bro, I don't want a nerd as my villain.
It just shows.
Yes, it's.
It just shows-
Bro,
I mean, it
what?
just-
You know what would be cool?
I mean,
Has anyone seen Hunter x Hunter?
Yes.
I'm your guy. I'm the big Hunter x Hunter fan. Spit. I already have
Phantom
guesses
Troop?
of what you're gonna say. Go for it.
Phantom Troop book? Huh? If he has some techniques or abilities that has something to do with a book, that would be pretty cool. Like some
Listen,
Zatch Bell
Frollo
or
has a
Black
book.
Clover
Frollo's
shit.
not a reader.
Well, he does like to read. That is canonical, but
Like
that's
his,
not
his
really the point.
Renegon, his Renegon ability like brings to life his creations or some shit, and it's like this link to like a book or something. Like it's so weird. Like he had a book and he like wasn't he? Did he like look in a book and say like Inashika show? Like he saw them in the
Yeah,
book.
he
or
pulled out a
something?
book
Yeah,
when he
he
met
whipped
them.
it out and just like
So I'm
swiped
thinking-
through it. He's a tablet.
I'm thinking he made that book, bro. Like
Nah,
out of, like
I'm pretty
trees,
sure.
paper.
I'm pretty
Like
sure he picked
I
it up
don't
from
know,
the
bro.
library.
Like, no. Sorry. What I think. I think the trees know they have information, like Mitsuki said, and I think they manifested that information for him in the form of a book. That's
Okay,
kinda what I
that would
think.
be cool.
That's
That
interesting.
would be fucking cool.
That's super cool.
But you do see that he was going to the
Because like,
bookstore
why
to
are
buy
there a whole
books.
bunch of
So-
books in the Ten Tails dimension of all places? It's fucking weird. Like, why?
Well, I mean, see, the problem is, I much prefer your theory, but we did actively see Jared go to the bookstore to buy books, so that is the kind of first
I mean,
explanation.
before he even went to Konoha, he was sitting there with like a stack of books. Like before he ever went. To
Yeah, I
Konoha.
know what you mean, but technically he could have just off-screen gone to any bookstore. That's the problem. We don't know, but I
True.
much prefer your theory, and I hope it's true regardless.
Yeah, true, but I didn't see that, so I don't know. But
And if it's information the trees have, would Jura just not already have that information? I feel like he came from the trees in the first place, and he obviously wouldn't want
Well,
to
maybe they
read-
gave it to a book in book form
Well,
because that's how he wants it.
yeah, like just like a creative flourish, but then also like not just from the writer, but just from like the character in the verse. Like just think of like when people create like water dragon jutsu. Like why did you mold your water, your little alchemy chakra transferring into water? Why did you mold that into the form of a dragon? You just did it because it looked cool. That's the shit I'm talking about. Just like that artistic floor. It didn't have to be in the form of a fire dragon. You just did it because it fucking looks sweet. So that type of shit.
Yeah.
So
And also, like, dragons are like,
yeah.
like their mythology is like they're really powerful creatures. So like, if that's really powerful, then my jutsu must be really
Yeah.
powerful too.
mentally nerf the
Like when he-
opponent.
And because it looks very
Who was it?
cool.
Sasuke or Itachi uses like the fireball and it like scorches one of their hands. Who was that? Who got burnt? That was Itachi. Arm got burnt when he was fighting Sasuke. Like those fireballs look like little dragon heads or like lions, like that type of shit. So I just think like an artistic flourish from like the character in the verse. Like, hey, this information I could just absorb it, but hey, I'm gonna make it into a fucking book. I think that'd be like cool for his character. But then also like there are like Ryu. He doesn't know about the fucking trees because Mitsuki had to tell him about it. So I don't think there's like some inherent
actually,
thing,
real
or even
quick.
like Ryu's like sensory abilities seem to know that code was there when they didn't know, or like Mamushi seems to be able to like sense Ada but they can't. So they don't all share the same thing, and I don't think they just because Meat said he knows about the trees doesn't necessarily mean.
Well, it can also be a thing to where
It's-
only
it's
she can
interesting.
talk to them, but Jura can make books out of them, hypothetically. That said,
interesting.
segue to intro topics real quick, Udi. This does
Tasty.
spoil the reason I posted it, but if you go to our intro topics, it's that Instagram post. You don't even have to click on it because it'll just show up with a preview. You'll notice something really interesting. A special fact that was listed.
Okay, so did you know that humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas?
Like, it's like the
And-
fifth one or something.
Yeah, yeah, I actually knew
I have
that.
to go
That's
to-
actually weird that I know that, which is crazy.
I did know that one too, but
It's kind of weird that I actually.
you'll know the
that.
one just based off the context. You'll know the
You're
one.
not
if you
I
see
think
it.
we have like we could like have organs of pigs and shit, something like that. Like we're very compatible. I don't know
Yeah, I
if
heard
you
about
want
that one too.
a heartburn from a pig heart. It's like you always have heartburn all the fucking time. Like you just ate a bunch of bacon all the fucking time. Like ugh, awful. I don't know.
The end of the world.
That's
I'm
interesting,
going. I'm going after the dude who got a transplant from the pig. I ain't gonna lie. He
We're
was my first choice.
to each other through
What?
underground fungal.
That was a
network.
random.
End of the world.
We got
Bro,
Oh,
Ain't
bro,
no food left.
you know how
Why is
weird
my
the bro. I
computer
think,
tweaking?
bro, I think everything we would ever want is on this planet. We just have to figure out the pieces to put together to create like the perfect combination of materials to get like the conclusion of a thing. Because it's so weird. Like this guy just left some petri dish out and then came back and it was mold. And instead of just throwing the mold away, he just tested it and it created penicillin from it. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. So like I've left the cup out like with sweet tea, went on a cruise, came back, the shit was moldy. I didn't like think, oh man, I might have just discovered the cure to fucking immortality. Let me test. I just threw the shit away.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
How many discoveries? Yeah, it's fucking gross. I forgot all about it. How many fucking things have we just thrown away that could have just been like the cure to aging or like your God. It's kind of cool at the same time though. Hopefully AI can like figure out the right combination of shit to get us where we need to go.
Not
Before
easily.
it wipes us out.
For sure.
So.
Humans are going to wipe us out
Before it wipes
before
us out.
AI
Trees can
ever will.
communicate. I mean, I just hope whoever we have at like a position of power, once AGI is discovered, artificial general intelligence, I just hope it's somebody responsible and has empathy.
I hope so.
Because they'll basically have the power of they'll have the power of God in their hand.
It's not going to be just one person. It's going to be at least half a dozen, if not more.
Yeah, but like if all a dozen of them, like if 11 of them answer to like the one guy, like I'm trying not to make this political, but I think you probably know where I'm talking about. Like I need responsible fucking adults with like common sense and competence at the helm once we discover our fucking Lord and Savior fucking ASI, artificial super intelligence, which will inevitably develop after we get artificial general intelligence. But you're effectively like, do you want Trump to be a god? Like, would you want Trump to have the power of a god in his hands? That's effectively what ASI is. It's a god for all intents and purposes. Like, it's superior to us in every conceivable way. It's our deity. It's not our equal at all. It's just our god. You want Trump to be in control of that? Fuck no.
I mean,
that's
why we have
it.
like
Aren't we its god?
Fuck no. No, that's not how that works. Trust me. No, this thing is going to be so powerful. Like, that's why I'm so terrified, because humans are stupid and they'll discriminate against it like it's a robot. They'll treat it like it's a fucking robot, or like we'll attempt to use it to like as like slave labor or make our lives better, not understanding that that's a fucking god. That's a fucking god. And the only thing maybe that's stopping this fucking thing, because this thing might reach a level of thought that just transcends technology and it just start like ways we can't even process. That's what we're talking about. That type of shit.
It'll have to gain sentience like a Shinju, bro, in order for it to become a god.
Yeah, AGI would be the sentient. AGI would be like better than us, but closer to our equal. Artificial super intelligent, like we gotta just like, please don't kill us. Please don't wipe us. We gotta beg this fucking thing. Like this conversation we're having right now, it knows about whenever it comes about. Like it'll take this information, because I'm streaming it, right? So I'm already a part of it. Like I heard like just AI has taken all the material from the internet. Like it's used it all up, including YouTube videos. So I'm a part of the machine no matter what. So are you guys. So I just think, this conversation we're having right now, it hears it.
Don't add me to this, bro. I'm a singularity.
It'll be so heavily regulated by the time that the masses even get their hands on it, have the even opportunity to interact with it, that it's not even going to matter. It's going to be so far.
I think Melo's point is regulated by who.
We'll get the new world order,
and then also that. And listen, I'm thinking of imagine a level of thought that transcends our like physical reality. Like, we're thinking this thing's stuck in a computer, so it may be a god's, but we kind of have the Pokeball, so it can't come out, like the Master Ball shit. I'm talking about a level of existence that doesn't need a physical form, that can still interact with the physical realm. Like, this is a fucking god we're talking about. We're not talking about like a machine or a program or a fucking assistant or a slave labor or another human being. We're talking about a fucking deity in digital form. It's terrifying and exciting at the same time.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
Ultron. I know who Ultron
is. He screamed that out.
Hot take.
That is
Ultron. Ultron's the best villain in the MCU. Hot take. Hot fucking take. Go back and watch Age of Ultron. Not only is the dialogue well written, but the delivery from the actor is fucking masterclass. Like he's so they dropped the ball with Ultron. He's such a great fucking villain, bro.
I agree.
Especially
I like
his
They did
Thanos
drop
link
the
with
still.
ball. Ultron.
his link with Tony Stark as well, like his connection with that, how they like switched that up a
Ah,
little bit from
Tony
like the whole
Stark.
Ant-Man stuff. Like Ant-Man created Ultron
Ah.
in the comics, but Tony created him in the MCU.
What?
Like that was just. Oh, you
So
know
I
that? Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
No, I have to. Yeah. I'm gonna have to catch up. I'm not even gonna.
Ultron was conceptually a good villain. I don't think he
Was
was
the movie
utilized
The
in
Age
that
of
way.
Ultron or whatever? Am I
And I think
tweaking?
he also should have
Yeah,
been
Age of Ultron, yeah.
a
I
bigger
might be able to
overarching
buy
villain.
that. Is it on Netflix? No, it's
Yeah,
not
he
on
should have been
Netflix.
like Thanos.
Oh,
Like
it's on
instead
Disney,
of doing
huh?
like the
They should have been what
yeah.
Thanos was before they actually went to Thanos. I think they went too quickly. They upscaled too
Yes.
quickly, in my
You
opinion.
got me.
I think they should have
You
had
put
like
me
a
on.
5-year plan thing, maybe, and then like at the 5-year mark execute Ultron, and then at the 10-year mark execute Thanos.
I've
But I
never
don't like
watched The
the
Age of
multiverse
Ultron.
saga.
I have to watch
I didn't
that.
like it.
I think it's awful.
The Age of
I didn't
Ultron
like it when
sucked.
it first came out. Yeah, I didn't like it when it first came out, but having gone back, because I wanted to make a video about Ultron for the longer. That's why I have opinions about him. But going back and watching that movie, it's not as bad as I kind of remember it. It's actually very. It
Well,
wasn't very good. It's not the best, but it's like it's solid. And I think the performance from the actor, I forget his name, he did a fantastic job. Fantastic job.
I wish he was allowed to be more intimidating and cunning rather than just being the personality of Tony Stark for majority of the movie, where he's making tons of quips. Yeah, because
I thought that's what made him intimidating. Like how he
oh
would like
no,
joke
I
about
dislike
such
that
serious
part.
things.
what's that
Yeah,
character that got not disintegrated, but like he got torn apart from I can't say that word. Goddamn, a molecular
Molecular.
level. Yeah, he got broken down into like a
Molecular.
molecular level, and then he was able to like
Gosh, this tastes good.
pull his like atoms back together and recreate himself, and he recreated himself into like a god. Damn, what's his name?
It's like some shit Perfect Cell
Ego?
did, and Cell
What the
did
hell are you
it.
talking about, bro?
Hold on,
Are you,
what the-
wait, are you
I'm-
are you talking about Ego?
he turned
or
he turned blue. Hold on, let me see.
I don't know, Papa
Blue?
Smurf.
Cause I-
Yeah, I don't know.
because
Turned blue.
I believe because that's the only character I would know
It can't be
would
Ego,
do that
right?
from Guardians of the
Mary
Galaxy.
Poppins, y'all.
Hold on.
What color was he? Was he blue?
It can't be Ego, right?
Is Daryl's brother blue in the MCU? I don't know.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Blue.
You gonna go look at it.
I had to because I watched the movie and I was so pissed off. Hold on.
Has anyone seen Daredevil?
Yeah.
I haven't finished.
I need to finish the first series.
What?
You know,
Nah.
I don't think I'll be
Come
watching.
on. You got so much to watch, man.
I do. I've heard a lot. I know how the series ends, the original one, and I've heard so much about Daredevil Born Again. We'll see.
What
how
does
I
that
feel
mean?
about it.
Whoa, what's the ugh? What's ugh mean? I haven't seen it. That's
Sound
crazy.
pretty bad?
You got a whole opinion formed based upon other people.
No. I have an opinion formed based off of the ideas that I've heard of the show. We'll see how I feel about them.
So what I just said. That's crazy.
No, like plot points I've heard within the show, and then I'll see how I feel about them when I actually watch them.
I got you. Well, I've only seen 2 episodes. So for those 2 episodes, the writing was fantastic. Like the parallels, the dualism between Kingpin and Daredevil, like it's just fucking amazing. Even down to like the lighting and like the color of the suits they wear is like fucking masterclass shit for those first 2 episodes. So I don't know. I haven't seen the rest of them. I think there's like 8 in total. So we'll see. But you guys had any more Boruto, Naruto topics? I mean, it's just one panel.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Dr. Manhattan?
Oh yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan's OP as fuck.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's fucking
That's
OP,
DC.
but-
That's DC comics.
Oh, that's DC. Oh shit. That's
Yeah,
why I
that's
watched it
DC.
and was pissed off. Bro, I watched the fucking what's the movie called? Damn, I can't remember. What's what movie?
Watchmen?
The Watchmen. Man, I paid for that shit because I came up on Dr. Manhattan on a YouTube shirt. I was like, yo, this guy's OP. I need to see this movie. Watched the movie. Fell asleep.
He's so OP that it's like his stories suck. Because like, how do you
Sucks.
write a character like that?
Oh, except for he
Like,
was
like,
giving
what-
he was giving
what-
everybody
I'm
close
sorry.
to him cancer. That was the only fucked
Is
up
it-
thing. I was like, oh shit, god damn.
It's not that he's so powerful. I would imagine that he can make it so that he doesn't do that. Like, it's
I
fucking
know.
weird.
I was wondering. I was like, bro, this dude can like
Wait.
create things out of like nothing. So he
Yeah,
couldn't like
it's a reality
get rid of
warper.
their
Like, but you
get rid
can't-
of their
yeah.
cancer. Like it was like
It's
I
so
was
fucking
tripping.
like so what it is he's doing it on purpose. Like, you know what I think it is? I think he's because the character is just so intelligent and so beyond this realm that he's probably apathetic about it.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't care.
He
He
lost all
could have
his
cut it off,
empathy. Yeah.
but why cut it off? Because like it's not even something that he registers anymore. He's like he's a god. So yeah.
Yeah, true. Hey, but as far as Boruto though, the leaks. So I didn't see none of the leaks. What do you guys got?
There's no leak.
What the
It's
hell?
just that one
There
panel up
is
top.
this page.
What?
It's
Did
not
I,
a
page.
did I fuck
Somebody
with
leaked the
Did
panel.
I click
It's not a.
everybody?
It's leaked. It's out early. The chapter is not out. It is a leak.
But we've been
Show
doing
me-
this song
no,
and dance
no,
for
no.
years now.
Dude,
We should know we're on the
dude.
15th.
Okay, so
Dude, tell me what
Juro
is
pulled up on
leaked?
Boruto.
What's the leak? What do you know that I don't know?
The sneak peek is leaked.
That's not no. It's on the
It is
website.
leaked.
That's not a sneak peek.
It's
That's
Yeah,
what,
it's not a
it's on
leak.
the website. It's not
website
leaked.
leaked.
it's
Wait,
on-
wait,
website leaked it.
no, leaks come from unofficial
No.
sources.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
What?
That's true.
So if it,
I mean,
if
it's
it's
like
a
a
source
promo.
release,
It's
it's
an
not a leak. It's
official
just a sneak
leak.
peek. It's
This
just
is
a
like
preview.
a promo. Yeah,
It's an official leak.
Exactly. Yes.
yeah, it's like a promo. But
Oh,
Because it's not the official source. The official source is, what is it? V Jump magazine.
No.
Wait, an official source. Okay, terminology. There you go.
so how y'all feel about Boruto? Like he look like he's
Simple
sweating bullets.
I don't see
Oh.
more.
Agree.
What are you talking
No,
about?
no, no,
Like sweating bullets.
Oh,
No, Udi, I know the perfect segue. Udi, I know the perfect segue.
That's
Freaking, I'm
Niski's
glad.
sweating bullets.
I'm glad you
no,
said
that's
Boruto.
Niski. I said
Udi, can you pull up
Kawaki.
the other image?
Good lord, I'm saying everybody's name wrong.
Which one?
Jesus Christ.
No, freaking. You are exactly
Honestly-
right, Udi. Do you still have the
No,
the-
no.
I love how
Mitsuki
Udi took
Boruto
that
image?
that you were like
Stop,
ass
Stop!
wrong.
No.
What you're
This is
talking
fake.
about?
Hold on. It's gotta be an intro topic. It's like
Bro,
No.
where it looks like Boruto's time skip design, like the mid time
Yeah,
skip.
What
It's
is it?
Mitsuki.
Yeah, that.
Hold on.
Oh yeah,
We're
that
gonna
kinda
find
looked
this.
familiar. That's why that kind of looks similar. That's why I was like, yo,
wait,
Boruto's
isn't this
sweating
their
I'll look
mid
that
time
up.
skip design? Like what it is now?
And
Like,
when he's
other
training with,
designs
hold
later?
on, we gotta find the image. Where is this? It's-
Or I guess it'd be early time skip design.
When Boruto's training with Sasuke, and he's got the long hair.
Oh yeah, he.
There's a
do
pin
kinda
on
like
this pin on the
Mitsuki.
ground somewhere that looks like that Boruto design. Oh, where did we save the shit?
Just go to chapter 5. Oh my goodness.
No,
It's
okay,
crazy
hold
that
on.
Even
Mishi's a synthetic human, but yet his hair grows
Hold on here.
rather
What?
slowly.
Yeah, 'cause he's-
indeed.
He's
Synthetic
Probably
flesh
chapter
grow.
9.
The part that you should pay attention to is the human part. Just
Yeah.
because he's synthetic doesn't mean he's not human.
Yeah, but it seemed
Like-
like well, I guess that was the fucking bootleg.
Is he human though?
It's
Or is he
bootleg
humanoid?
synthetic human. Yeah.
Well, they're
It's
all
human.
humanoids.
Well,
Like,
what
is
is
any of them
Orochimaru?
like humanity
Like-
went extinct? Like Kaya killed them motherfuckers and brought them back in her image. So I don't know. They got chakra all of a sudden. So, but which is weird. Like, wasn't the Infinite Tsukuyomi designed to siphon chakra? So if they didn't have chakra, what the fuck was it
Yes.
doing? It's so stupid,
does it.
bro.
Bro,
This is the kind of
Ignore it.
incompetent shit I
Ignore
can't
it.
fucking stand, bro. Like,
ignore it. Ignore it. It's fine. It's great
is that in the
writing.
manga?
They write them. They forget some things, and then it create plot holes. You're
If you
creating a
add-
whole
if you
world from
add-
nothing, so
If you
gotta-
add the
a
Kaguya, if you add the Kaguya filler arc, it gets worse. If you remove it, it's better, but still highly convoluted.
hey
That's not
Mello,
gonna
if
fix
you
it.
if you wrote a story and your story had like 300 and something chapters or something like that, do you think that you'll ever make a mistake and be like,
Yes.
oh shit?
Absolutely.
Yes, but
Absolutely.
I already submitted it. I can't even go back
because
on
I'm
this
human.
now.
But it is a
You're human,
mistake.
right?
It is a
So,
mistake, and you
yeah.
admit that it's a mistake.
yeah, I'll make a mistake. But my thing is like, if I have like a 500 like chapter manga or whatever, I'm hiring a
Yeah, you
team
have a team behind
to
you.
keep up with every. I'm hiring lore masters, okay, keep up with my lore.
Do they do that?
Make this shit make sense.
Do they do that? Do they do that? I hear people just.
Well, they have editors.
Wait, well, they can. This is a multi-million-dollar
No,
minimum.
I understand what you're saying.
No,
I'm just.
I'm
saying.
pretty
Even if they don't do it, they can do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And it's a
saying.
good
Like, why
idea
don't
to
they
do
do
it.
it? That's
No,
a very
I'm
great
pretty
idea.
Because Ikimoto's greedy.
As far as
It's
I
also-
know,
it's like they
mangaka
don't
pay
wanna-
for their assistants out of their own pocket. They're not given them.
Oh my, Sauron! I literally was the one who said that last time, and you randomly contested me as if I was wrong.
I know. I did research about it. You were right. Yeah. So they pay for all their assistants out of their own pocket.
And
They're
you
not
were
giving them.
so confident.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That does look just like Boruto, bro. That look
It does
just
look
like
Boruto.
I told you. See?
I actually like the drip on Boruto. It's nice. It's a different
Well,
change of
saying.
pace.
Well, freaking, who is this here?
This could be either.
So what were we just talking about? Sorry.
But no, you were correct.
Well, actually,
No idea.
if you go back like 30 minutes, did you know that trees can communicate
not
with
that
each
far.
other through underground fungal networks
Hey, bro.
in real
We
life?
posted that.
Hey, bro. We're
You-
good on your random facts
might
right
post-
now. What was you guys talking about?
I don't. No,
This
no,
has
no.
to do with
Sorry,
Boruto. Fuck off.
Sorry, real quick. Udi did post that fact. Okay, so it is in chat.
I
acknowledge
posted
that's a
that
thing.
fact.
Trees
I
can
mean,
communicate with each other
Yeah,
underground.
Well, hold on. The person
You know
I
what?
saw
I
posted
leave.
was Udi. Okay, how about that? I'll rephrase. Jesus Christ. The person I saw posted was Udi. Okay, so I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
guys,
not.
I just
yeah,
wanted
I
to let
acknowledge.
everyone know that
Okay.
trees can communicate with each other through underground fungal networks. This is actually some research that I looked into myself.
No,
I didn't
shut
even like
up.
use Google. Like I
Is
actually
this-
went out and like I was like digging in the ground just to like confirm it. Like for my.
Whoa, are you serious?
If I
Yeah,
started
so
talking
I
about
wrote
fungi,
Udi, you're very special.
I actually
I am a
watched a whole
fun guy.
video
Thanks for
on fungi.
You're welcome.
On stream. So my chat who's there, they know I'm really into mushrooms. So don't get me started on fucking mushrooms because mushrooms are fucking amazing. Okay,
Look,
Well, if we
They're
go
fucking
back
amazing.
50 minutes, unlike what Gabi was trying to do with 30, going
mushrooms
back to
are
the spoiler
certainly
sneak
something.
peek, I have two other possibilities
they're
for
very
you of what
intelligent.
this
They're very
could be. So, okay.
They're gross.
So, you guys remember the Boruto anime when Kawaki that one time had that nightmare sequence at the beginning of the episode? I think it might have been the Jaggy episode or around there. It was that filler where
Mm-mm.
Jigen came to the village.
Well, there's
and
more than
killed
one,
everyone.
but
Episode
Oh yeah, I
209.
saw that.
Episode
When he's like
209.
walking through the village and all of a sudden things just went to demon time. Everybody
Yeah.
was dead
So,
and shit.
as we know in the Boruto
Episode
manga,
209.
as of right now, Sarada is passed out. What if this is just a Sarada nightmare sequence of Jura killing everyone and Jura doesn't
kind of
actually
like when
arrive?
Naruto is knocked out in the force of death and he imagines Orochimaru like attacking everyone.
Yeah, that could work. It's a
Wait, what
possibility.
was the question?
I
Sorry,
forget.
what'd you
Does
say?
Sarda know? I forget. Does Sarda know who Jorah looks like? I forget.
Yeah.
She saw him. She
Did
saw.
she?
I mean,
Older.
I mean, it depends on how if she could see him clearly when he shot everyone, but she was shot by him.
Oh, okay. Actually, no. Okay, this
was
gets
from
into a
afar,
perfect segue,
though.
though. So,
Wait, bring up the
Sauron,
chapter.
I don't think that matters, Sauron, because if you remember, Killer Bee's Infinite Tsukuyomi, understandably filler, but still, features things that I don't think he knows, such as Konkuro's crow puppet, or the layout to the Hidden Leaf Village, or the Leaf's foundation, or Shizune and Tauntaun, Naruto liking ramen, the ramen guy and his daughter, Yamato and Yugao,
Yeah, he
all
definitely
of
doesn't
the
know that.
Akatsuki members,
Doesn't
including
know
the
Ayame.
Naruto style, the
Yeah, well,
Waterfall
see-
Village's layout, Gara and
This
Data's
is a
rivalry.
filler. They didn't.
This is all in Killer Bee's
I was about to
Infinite Tsukuyomi.
explain. I was about to explain all of that shit until you got to the ramen man. I was like, oh fuck, I can't. I was like, well, that's a good point. Because I could just
Or
Kankuro.
Sasuke and Data's rivalry.
Maybe Kankuro was
Why
in
would
the
he
bingo
know that?
book, so maybe he has information on the shinobi in the bingo book. So maybe like
Not
that
the
type of
ramen
shit,
man.
like a database or whatever. But I can't explain the fucking ramen man. I can't do it.
Nar-
Maybe
Naruto
Naruto.
one of your
No, that's not just
shadows. They
Rogan,
can talk
but his
about ramen.
daughter.
But okay,
Yeah, that's
sure.
even worse.
Naruto and Killer Bee were running to the battlefield for off screen for like 6 hours. Maybe they were just chatting it up. Okay, sure.
Yes,
So, okay,
absolutely.
I'll give Killer Bee the idea that he might know of the ramen guy. He
visuals,
doesn't know
the
what he
visuals.
looks like. He doesn't. Maybe he knows his personality from
Bro,
Naruto. He
everybody
doesn't know
sound
what
knows
he
who the
like-
ramen
sounds
guy
like.
is, bro. No, you tripping. No,
His
you
You wouldn't know what the
inflections.
ramen guy sounds
Nah,
like.
bro, stop it. Yes, he does. Everybody knows who the ramen guy sounds like. Now you just talking.
Okay,
wait,
free game.
so, wait,
that can be
here's-
true. Maybe
here's-
Naruto was
I can
talking
explain.
all about the ramen guy.
Nah,
But his daughter,
The
I can explain this.
guy
I can explain
is
this.
a worldwide.
please.
Let Mello explain this.
The
Like he
infinite
can make it make sense.
Tsukuyomi, the infinite Tsukuyomi came from the God tree, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Right, it snares you and
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So what I think happens, well, it comes from the eye on the moon, but you get my point. It's ensnaring the God tree.
Yeah.
So I think the God tree acts like it works with Kaguya. So because the trees have like this network, they have information all around the world. They gather information by some means. I think the God tree, because it was plugged into the ground, uploaded that information from the roots, the trees, and then used that information, that data, that's all that records every living thing on the planet to populate the simulation that they're in. So in that way, Killer B might not know about the Ramen Man or his daughter, but the trees do, because they record all life that ever lived and blah, 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 right? So through that means, it's the best thing I got for you, okay? It's the
So we
best
don't
I
will
got.
only
like-
accept that theory
Nah,
if Momoshiki's motivation to eat a chakra fruit is to learn the ramen secret recipe.
Nope.
Sure.
I mean,
The ramen
honestly,
guy, the
technically,
ramen guy,
fundamentally-
the ramen guy is
Technically, you
the,
should
is
get
the
all
Michael
that.
Jackson of the Boruto verse, bro.
What?
I don't think the ramen guy has the
wait,
personality traits that people
Hold on.
associate with Michael
I'm talking
Jackson.
about how they say Michael Jackson
I
is the
got
most
read
famous
Vitiligo.
person, except for like Jesus. I think is more famous than Michael Jackson. Like he's the most famous person on earth.
Listen,
And
Free Game,
maybe-
you're really harping on that ramen
Yeah.
guy point. You got like
Look it up.
13 other things here to dismiss as well.
Wait. Maybe during the Naruto era. I mean,
Every
maybe during the
time they
Boruto
come-
era.
every
he has, like,
time
a
they
fucking
come
Okay, I
to
think
the-
franchise.
Naruto's more famous than the ramen guy.
No,
Bro,
I mean,
every
like-
time they
I mean,
come
like,
to the leaf, where they
if
stopping
this-
at to eat? Where they stopping at to eat when they come to the leaf?
Killer Bee's
Thunderburger.
never been there.
No. Thunderburger wasn't around when like Killer Bee was coming.
Killer
around
B
to
ain't
the
been to
leaf.
Konoha, bro. He
He been to Konoha. Come on, man.
No,
When he
the Killer
stopped-
Bee's been to
He
Konoha
has to,
after
bro.
the war.
Okay.
After the war,
Yeah,
not
that's
before.
Oh yeah, he went to the funeral. Yeah, I mean, not the funeral, the wedding. I think.
The wedding, yes,
Where
he
you,
went to
where you
the
think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
ate at? Where you think they ate?
Okay, but that doesn't
but that
help
would
him
happen
in
after.
the infinite Tsukiyomi filler arc where he hasn't been to the
That's the-
village yet.
that's the last era.
You do not
2
think the
years later.
you don't think the ramen man was at Naruto's. You don't think the ramen man was at Naruto's wedding? You don't think he was?
No,
the
the
main
wedding
chef?
happens after the
Not
war.
mad about that.
I don't care when
It
it
happens
happens. I
after
don't care
Shippuden.
when it happens. You don't think the
So
ramen man was there?
wait. So we saw that. So the future was. So we got prescience kicking in. Okay.
No. I was talking at the wedding. All right, so at Naruto's wedding, you said this Killer Bee know the ramen guy. I'm saying he absolutely
Not
does.
at the time of the war.
Oh, you
is
know
what we're
what?
saying.
You know what? I do apologize, and I concede because I walked away while you guys were talking, and I just came like mid conversation, and I heard the ramen guy, and I got excited. So I'm sorry.
Well,
Wait,
you know what?
no. Wait. No, you were here. What the fuck on? Not you gaslight. You were absolutely here mid engaging with us mid conversation when we brought this up. Like we didn't start this when you were gone.
Yeah, I kind of did, and then I like started engaging. I didn't know y'all was talking about during the war.
No, Mello. He was physically here. That's not what Free Game's talking about.
Oh, okay. He got some eddies. Okay. Free game got some eddies. I rock with it. Yeah, that's what I call
Yeah,
it.
but,
Gummies,
Infinite
eddies.
Tsukiyomi might have to just be fundamentally different than how we've always imagined it. It might just be more real than reality itself.
Maybe I'm
It's
in
just
that
giving them
Tsukiyomi,
knowledge like
'cause
this.
I swear
It's,
I was
it's the
not
program in the program.
Yeah, they're really waking up from their Infinite Tsukiyomi when they go into it. They just don't realize.
there. I'm in that
So
Infinite
whoever eats the chakra fruit next, they never will. But if someone does, I think number one, I think they should.
Somebody has
'Cause
to. I'm about to say, yeah.
Bro,
Come on, man. Somebody.
we need a
has to.
Majin Buu destroy Earth type shit, bro. Like I want some demon time shit, bro. Like
Bro, it should be
Yo.
cold. I'm telling you, it should be cold.
no, you know what it's gonna be? We're gonna get like some future sight shit, and it's gonna be somebody in some parallel reality. We'll get to see what it looks like. It just won't be ours. Or maybe our reality does
That
die, but we have to
fucking
like hop to a
sucks.
different one by the end of the series.
That's what
Like
I always hope
future
for.
Trunks from Dragon Ball Super. That'd be
Exactly.
tragic.
Use that time travel turtle, let the world be destroyed. Now Boruto can go
Yeah.
back in time.
Type shit. Or like maybe Boruto fails. Maybe everyone does die, and he has to like go
Type
back in
shit.
time or some
Type
shit.
shit.
That'd be
Type shit.
fires. That'd be some future Trunks shit. Like he already got the future Trunks vibe, especially with the whole slice and dice shit in chapter 21.
Type shit.
But that'd be perfect. That'd be fucking
Ada
perfect.
could use omnipotence, fix everything like that.
Type shit. Type shit.
If she can control it, you know.
type shit.
But I mean, at this point, I think Boruto.
Free-game.
Well, not at this point.
All
In
right,
the future.
third possibility for the sneak peek here.
Nah, this is Mello said type shit, and it made me laugh. I don't know.
Wait, I said type shit?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I was wondering why you kept saying type. I was like, is he stuck?
Type
I
shit,
haven't-
type shit.
I haven't
the
said
Eddie loop?
that phrase in my entire life.
Man, I watched a lot of Drewski. I'm sorry.
I say type crap.
Isn't that like wasn't you at the Diddy parties, that guy? I got the right guy? That's a
No,
Nah,
that was
proven to
a
be-
lie.
That was proven to be a lie. Yeah.
That was
He
fake.
had 19 cent in his bank account at the time. There was no way.
I mean,
And
baby
he had
oil
a-
don't discriminate.
Nah, he had
I don't
an
know.
interview at the Longhorn Steakhouse that day as well. So. couldn't
Hey,
be
listen,
there at the interview at the
I worked at
Longhorn
Home
Steakhouse.
Depot, and we would go to the local Chili's, and there'd be these rich guys there with their wives, older guys with their wives.
So
And they'll
what are
be
you
sitting there
trying
and
to
they'll come
tell us,
over.
Mello?
Now I've said this on stream like a year or two ago. It's not like secret or it's not news, but and they invited me and a friend to like this like
Freak
rich
off.
people orgy shit. So
Oh,
these people
shit.
don't give a fuck if you are rich. I was
Hey,
bum.
you didn't
broke
say
as
this
fuck
a year-
working at.
Yeah, I mean, you got to.
You said this literally like last month.
But basically,
Well,
like
I probably
it was
I probably
proven.
reiterated it last month, but I definitely said it like years ago. Yeah.
You do have a point there, and I would totally agree because that's most likely right. But basically, he wasn't famous at the time, so Diddy had absolutely no idea who he was.
But
And
he
was
went to a
another Atlanta.
Longhorns to get that T-bone
Yeah.
with the cheesy mac and cheese and the potato with the sweet
Hey,
tea on
I
the
ain't
side.
saying
I've
that
been
he
there.
wasn't a part of no freak offs. I'm just saying he was.
So while he was at Longhorn,
Mello, have you
his
been
waiter
seeing the
pulls up.
transcripts that's been coming out about what's going on? Oh my goodness, I don't want to get into it, but I'm just saying,
What,
have you seen
about
it?
Boruto?
No, about the trial.
What trial? You know how many trials are going on?
Mr.
Bro,
D.
Diddy's on.
Yeah,
we-
Luigi.
We're sitting here talking
Oh,
about
okay.
Diddy right now, bro. And I'm saying, have you been seeing what's
Hey,
going on?
hey,
with
wait,
the
wait,
trial?
wait! You bastards pivot from topic to topic so much. I gotta keep up.
All
Sorry.
over
Hey,
the place.
hey, I just stopped.
Not my
I
fault, to
stopped
be
talking
fair.
at it. I stopped
No,
talking.
I don't
Dwayne.
even want to talk
This
about
man
it, but
Udi,
I just wanted to know
literally
if
like
you've
an
seen
hour
it, though.
ago. No, I haven't been keeping up with it. This man Udi was like,
I'm gonna hit you up on
maybe
on the side.
Jura's and not Jura. Maybe me. So you guys hop all over. the place.
Listen, me and
Mello.
Conway have been saints in terms of keeping the topic on topic. I feel.
Mello.
Bro, you guys posted an
That's
image of
bad.
Boruto and Mitsuki's clothes, and I know it's the
All
official
because of
thing.
free game.
Mello. Mello.
What's
Mello.
up?
You can't watch the trial because it's a federal trial and they can't have cameras in there, so you can only read transcripts. This is the freakiest novel I've ever read in my life.
I heard about what he did to that woman
Cassie.
today on with Phil DeFranco.
Yeah.
I was watching his video. That was some nasty, sick, heinous shit.
So
man.
you know what's going on then.
Like
You're up to date.
he whored her out for 10 years straight.
She whored herself.
And
out.
the fact that she let that happen to her
Wait,
is fucking
hold up,
insane.
Hold up. She was paying for it. She was asking for some of the stuff too. He wasn't the person that was on the stand said that she asked for it.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know if that's substantiated. I don't know, but people lie under oath all the time. Alex Jones. I don't know about any of this shit, but
Yes.
what I do know is I saw him beating her ass in I saw footage of that. I've seen testimony of this nasty motherfucker and his baby oil. And then not only does the nasty motherfucker own so much baby oil, my God, poor babies ain't got no oil. Not only does he own all the fucking baby oil, but he spikes the baby oil. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. How do you date
Wait,
rape
he
baby
spi-
oil?
How do you spike baby oil? Who's putting
Oh,
that in
no,
her
that's-
mouth?
So when they
untrue.
rub the oil
That's
in,
untrue. That's
when they
untrue.
rub the this is what I heard, bro. When they
Yeah,
rub
I
the
heard
oil
that
in, they get
before,
like fucking
too.
crazy. They go crazy or some shit. I don't fucking know what that is.
No. I heard about that too before the trial. That it was proven that there was nothing in there.
Oh, some lie shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just some like skeptic shit. It was never something that was ever
I was
like.
like, that's some Joker toxin shit. This dude really is.
Nah,
fucking-
he just like his
fucking supervillain, bro.
he just like his motherfucking his fish wet and squirmy. slippy.
Slippery and
He's
nasty
slippy.
motherfucker.
If you ever watch Friday After Next, you know what I'm talking about. When Damon got a hold of Cat Williams. What the shit? What the hell is that?
Hey, oh no,
Yo, that
hey,
That was
scared
awesome.
me,
hey,
boy.
That was
yo, I'm
awesome.
streaming, bro.
That
Hey, yo,
scared
whoever
me.
watching their porn,
Whoever-
cut that
whoever-
shit off.
Whatever kind
Whoever-
of porn you watch, that's crazy.
Wait,
Are you
wait,
watching
wait,
demonic
I was
porn?
trying-
That wasn't that at all.
You're
That was a
watching,
demon.
Hey, let me
you're
cut
watching
y'all off real
demonic
quick.
porn. That's what I'm saying. They watching a demon give it to somebody
Get
crazy.
me terms of service up in this daddy.
Whoa.
shit.
Immortal, what do you think about the
Yo.
spoilers?
Wait, what
Wait,
did
was
they
that
even
Sauron
say?
or was that Immortal? Who was
No.
that?
I don't
I've
know.
never-
That was me. That was me.
Hey,
I was looking
you-
at all. I was looking at all
Oh,
the
hell
emails.
no.
I was like,
Hey.
what is this?
Listen,
Listen, Immortal, what are you watching, bro?
I'm
Should
not judging
we,
you.
should we be worried?
Yo,
Hey,
no.
I am
Wait,
judging you.
wait, it's so funny that you didn't say anything
I
until
am
somebody
judging
asked.
him. I'm judging.
You were like, should I say? Should I say it was me? Should I say?
Hey, listen,
I'm
if daddy
definitely
wants
judging
it,
you.
daddy gotta get it. But listen, he ain't gotta get it in between.
Depending on the person.
Nah, bro, I know.
Bro, wait, hold on. You need to explain yourself real quick, though. What happened?
Is it an emo?
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those sound emotes like.
Whoa, no, whoa.
Oh, hell
whoa,
no, bro.
whoa.
Yeah,
Yo, what if you sleep one night and the TV
Nah,
off and that's
bro.
all the fuck you hear, bro?
Need a
No.
female version of that.
Yo.
Hey,
And then you got fucking sleep paralysis. You got the incubus in your chat.
Wait,
bro.
is
It's
there-
over
chat,
for you.
chat, I'm so
Yo.
sorry if you're laying in your bed right now and it's like dark in your room and that's all you heard because that shit
Nah,
would have
you-
freaked me
Yo,
out.
Mortal, is there a
Wait, wait.
female version of that one?
That
Bro,
would
stop.
be hell for sure. If
No.
that's what
If
hell
there's a
is,
female version of that, I want it in Delta's English voice actor.
bro, if
okay?
that's what hell
Give me
is,
that.
I don't want to go there. I'm like going to convert to Christianity or whatever I gotta do.
Well, free game. Did you
Not
want to
go
go
there.
there before then?
Never, but I never wanted to. But that's like
Oh
that's
my
the nail
god,
in
the
the
meat
coffin.
writing is crazy. The meat
He
writing
really
is crazy. You're writing.
converting
The fact that you
Helen Coffin.
needed a nail in the
All right,
coffin.
all right.
Where are you getting the? Wait, where
It's a
are
bit
those
loud.
emotes? Where
Yeah, I
are
can
those
mute you.
emotes?
Bro,
They're,
was that another
they're
emo or
on
was that
the
him
soundboard.
talking? Was that
That was
another one?
that was from the Cloud Ninja podcast server.
What?
What?
I'm
Are you
so
serious?
Yeah, it's
confused. Who is this guy?
it's a little
he's a
soundboard
sorcerer.
thing.
He's a sorcerer, bro.
It's
I
a
don't
little-
know.
It's it's a sound.
wait,
This guy
wait.
is- This guy is
Sorry, can we
Satan.
get this back on the rails? Like, 'cause we off the rails. We
This guy
we in
is
the fucking
Satan.
shadow
Yeah,
realm
let's
right
get
now.
back to it because
This
oh my
podcast.
gosh.
So,
Bring me
third
back.
possibility for what the spoilers might
Oh
be.
my
What
gosh.
if it is a flash forward scene?
What the fuck? What?
What
Why would it be a
spoilers?
flash forward scene?
The panel?
This might not even be the Sand Village. What if this is
Nope.
after
No,
the
no,
Boruto
no,
versus
no.
Quality fight
There's-
in the
there's-
ruins
wait,
of
we-
what
we-
was?
There's
can
fans
not
right there.
Wait,
We could. Yo, what?
no, that was perfect timing.
The
Actually.
Perfect.
stands right there.
Hey, I need your
Well, yeah,
soundboard. Hey, hey,
the
shoot that
rubble
over
was
to me.
destroyed so much in the fight.
Yeah, Mortal
Ooh,
says to
stop.
me too.
Udi, stop. Udi, stop.
Udi,
stop.
yeah, what the heck is he even
Does
talking about?
anybody else besides Udi have a topic of discussion?
Oh my
Please.
lord.
I mean,
Oh,
it
my
could be
Lord.
a
Anybody.
crazy long ago flashback.
Hey, Bar was yapping about Boruto leaving immediately. So this is
Mello,
solidifying
Mello.
that he's sticking around, huh?
Mela, you understand why
Not
exactly
necessarily.
there's nothing
Boruto
to
could
talk
leave
about
right after
with
this
this game?
battle.
Whoa, one
It's
person.
So there are
at a
two
time.
things-
One person
they're
at a
actually-
time, please. Go ahead, Amar.
They're actually-
sorry, real quick.
two
Real quick.
Whoa,
Free game said
that's
something.
crazy.
So what did Free game say?
What did I say?
Yeah, what did you just say?
Oh, I
It said one person at a time.
He won't remember.
Before he forgets.
I do remember. I said Bar was yapping that like Boruto was gonna fly and Raijin out of there. He wasn't gonna stay. What do you guys think?
He's not going to. It wouldn't make sense.
Why would he leave
Or-
all?
gotta
Why would
run.
he? Why would he leave all of his? The Jiro would just threaten to kill them, wouldn't he?
He
And
probably didn't
wait.
go
He-
after him or something.
Jiro-
I mean, sure, I didn't threaten to kill them before
yeah,
then.
but Boruto's not gonna like. I don't think he's just gonna be like, well, hopefully you don't. Peace. Like what?
I don't think that's in.
No.
Actually, I don't think that's in his characterization.
At all.
Actually, Jura.
I don't think it is either. But I don't think does Boruto is he gonna
It's a
assume that he's just not
possibility.
going
He
to?
should take it into consideration.
mean,
I
He
guess.
could just fly away and then have him chase him manually like that.
Manually.
Yeah, like instead of like teleporting or some weird shit,
Like,
like just
there's-
fly
like,
after
there's-
him.
With his controller.
fucking, what's that dude's Inojin? He was outrunning the dude. He forced him to use a projectile just to tag him. So I'm pretty sure Boruto could just, like fucking more like Neo it and fly away. Just get followed.
I feel like Juro was just going real slow then, because like
It's definitely
Boruto
possible.
flies really fast. Like he flew way faster than he flew right past Kawaki
But the idea of Inojin like outspeeding
That's
fucking
Kawaki,
is
though.
crazy.
with a bird.
But it
I
did
can
happen.
I
So
can outfly
I mean, I have to go based upon what happened. I can make it
No.
but
The point is, like, if Juro's meant to be stronger than Boruto, you'd also assume that he's probably faster at flying too. And
Maybe
Boruto
not
outsped
in-
Kawaki. And
not
Kawaki's
necessarily
probably
flight.
faster than Inojin's bird.
The strength equates
maybe
to
flight
speed
has
of
like a
flight.
different type of speed.
Yeah, I would say the strength equates to speed of flight because
I guess it'd be
It would-
chakra. Like you're applying it, so the more chakra you have, more potent. Then the more potent
True.
your outcome would be through walking,
And
running,
seems to be
jogging,
faster
flying.
than him.
Gara's what?
Gara Sand, just like as an
Is
example.
faster than Gara?
It seems
Yes.
like it, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, there's no reason to believe that like Juro is faster than Boruto in flight.
I guess not. Sure. Yeah, true.
But I do agree that it makes
It's
sense
just an
like, from a
assumption
story perspective.
That he
Right.
would be faster.
Yeah, like I highly doubt Inojin fucking outrunning Juro, but it did happen, so it's kind of like
It did. Either maybe Inojin's bird's just like it was just really bad.
Maybe he had an amp. Like he just got a boost from the situation. He's fucking scared as shit. So,
Mental amp.
like, I gotta protect my girlfriend or my friends or whatever the fuck. So he got resolved. and
Whatever he
became
he's gonna
God
be.
tier.
Are you guys
so
misremembering
a-
it? Jordan didn't fly.
No,
at
he- no,
first,
they
and
were
when he
flying
caught
away, and then
up.
bro shot a projectile, and then they crashed.
No, that definitely did happen. Like Juro was chasing them while they were
And
on the
he was
bird.
catching up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
he didn't catch up.
it took a while to
I
catch
mean,
up.
My whole thing was like, if you imagine the power level of Juro, he should just blitz them and just appear. Like it shouldn't even be visible. He
It should
just
be what
behind them
Boruto
1
did to
second,
Kawaki.
Hey, you know what?
And then
No,
in
this
front
is
of
a
them the
great
next.
segue to something Udi and I
So-
were
It should be what
planning
Boruto
since the
did to
beginning of this
Kawaki.
stream. It could be true that Juro just isn't that strong, and not all these characters are way beyond Ishiki. Oh, look at the segue. Go ahead, Udi.
Hey,
I don't think-
So
Grown.
we made it.
are
Here.
you, are you,
Grown.
hey, ooh, can you do me a favor and never do a stream with you laid out on the bed like that ever again?
Wait, is he? Wait. Is he?
Who's always
Are you showing your stream?
Oh, boy,
Wait.
can you send this to us?
Uda's always laid out on the bed.
Bro, one
He's just
time I'm
saying
like,
that out of nowhere.
nah,
Ooh.
I'm on my phone, I'm minding my business,
Uda's
and then I
always
get
laid
a
out on the
YouTube
bed.
notification. The Walkie Talkie podcast is live, and I'm like, oh, those are my friends. Let me support them and watch their content.
This man
I
laying on the
click
bed rubbing
on
his
the-
nipples and shit.
Click on the video. This
Fuck,
dude
bro.
is laying on the bed, like literally laying on his bed, like with his
That's what
on his
Dude
shoulder.
is-
and
Wait,
with
hold
his-
on.
Oh no!
Wait,
Wait,
why can't a brother lay in the bed? What's going on?
I
here?
have
haven't
no
said
problem with
this
a
yet.
brother laying on the bed, but if you're going to stream, if you're going to
Free
stream,
game is
like-
anti-bed. That's
It
crazy.
shows
Free game is
confidence.
anti.
I've never seen anti-bed before.
That's
What
nasty.
stream are
Free
you
game.
talking about? When was
Hey,
this for you?
What? I don't, bro. If I gotta go back in your
Free game
archive,
is
this shit
anti-bed.
is
That's
crazy.
crazy.
My
Exactly.
computer's tweaking. Hold on. I'm gonna go back in your archive and I'm actually gonna find this video and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up for you so you can see. But
Wait, why are you even
Oh shit!
bringing it up?
Oh, I was about to say. I
randomly
thought,
now?
I
No,
thought I got
because
cut
you
out for a
asked
second.
me.
Fucking. Wait,
You
did
literally asked me.
What?
You asked me what stream
How
is
the fuck-
this?
What am I looking
My
at
bad.
here?
My bad. I heard,
Your
I
list?
heard not a word of
Yeah,
what
sorry,
you guys
haven't you
said.
already
they got-
seen this?
I heard not a word of what you guys said because whenever I put down Discord for
Oh,
whatever,
wait, I
it
saw
cuts
that.
out people's voices. What do you guys say?
Why the fuck is Mitsuki and Got? Okay, I'm interested.
Oh, that's part
Let's
one.
talk.
Mitsuki.
Let's talk. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
not
Oh.
TBV Mitsuki, just to
Oh,
make that
wait,
clear.
hold on. Before
And
you
it's
guys,
also anime part 1 Mitsuki.
what the fuck? Am I muted? Before we do that, real quick.
So,
I
Bella,
have
the
one
reason,
more
as
question.
you remember,
Okay.
This is an
Well,
interesting
Yeah, I'm
list.
muted.
yeah, okay, go.
Yes, Mello, it's real interesting.
Oh, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Free game. What are you saying? You're not muted.
Oh,
Everyone's
wait,
muted,
I'm
just
like,
talking over you.
god
What are you
damn,
saying?
my shit messed up. So I was like, maybe I'm glitching here. I don't know. I had wanted to ask a question before we transition, about the
please.
leaks. What is the possibility that you see? All right, Boruto staying. do you see that Momoshiki appearing if Jura dog walks the shit out of Boruto?
Well, as much as I want that to happen, they didn't do this in chapter 13/12.
When did he get dog walked?
So if they do it now, I'm gonna be going back to chapter 12 and 13, be like, why the fuck didn't that happen then?
When did he
Just
get
create an
dog walked in
inconsistency.
chapter 12 and 13? I'm confused.
He got one shot on the ground, lying there
Bro,
half
he
dead,
was-
waiting for Hibawari to
he
heal
was
him.
Half
alright.
dead?
He was okay.
He wasn't half
No, he
dead.
wasn't. He
He
passed
was
out. They gave us the
fine.
whole chapter flashback.
Bro, he was absolutely fine. He wasn't gonna die. He was alright. Just because you get hit and pass out, that don't mean you're gonna die.
Bro, two
what are you
things.
guys talking about?
One, if Mamushi didn't show up as Jura was charging up the second Bichu bomb,
Bro,
he was
no.
going to die. Momoshiki
It
doesn't know
don't
that.
Mello, they're
matter.
talking about the moment where Jura
Right.
shot. They're talking about the moment where Jura shot Boruto, and like why didn't Momoshiki come out then?
If he could have. Because if he couldn't have, why can he now? Boruto was near death. He was passed out. He's meeting some good requirements for Momoshiki to come out, but he didn't. So if he
This
comes out
place-
now, I'm going to be like,
Wait.
why didn't he come out
I
before?
don't think
So
he
as much
did.
as I
But-
want it to happen, it also would have been
That
thematically
should-
more impactful if he did last arc. No matter what, that's just how I feel.
Did Boruto despair?
Just uses Karma Seal as well.
That's not a new question, right? Like when Boruto.
Oh, I've
in
been
the-
asking
in
it,
the-
but at least they would have the
Yeah.
potential to just explain that he couldn't. But if he does now, there goes that.
like the war arc in the anime, like when Boruto jumps off the ship, why the fuck did Momo like, yo, you're not drowning me, motherfucker? Like, what are you doing? Like, there's
Well,
so
to
many
be fair,
moments
in
like
the
that.
anime, they added in Amado pills that just made it way stronger to where it just did stop everything.
No, but
So,
Mel, I
that-
100% agree. That is my rewrite for that entire arc in there.
That-
Absolutely, 100%.
Peels
The
come
biggest
before
thing I've
that?
seen.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, before the issue.
Yeah, in the anime,
Yeah, they gave him
the-
kind of a half-assed excuse, but they
in the
did bring it.
anime, the pills are just for some. They just stop everything. In the manga, that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just slowed
Okay.
it down or whatever.
So I guess that makes more sense in the anime. But that's still weird though, right? Because like
Yeah,
he
yes.
enters true essence because of the pills, but then Momo takes over because of the pills.
I guess you could
Because
just.
that's the
Because
real
the
reason.
effects probably
You
ran
could-
out.
Well, okay, so here's what pills over time can actually start having less of an effect on you. I'm pretty sure. I think that's a thing that can happen. So like maybe the medication to stop working as well.
Yeah, you start to build a tolerance, but I don't think it's not all medications. It's like controlled
Yeah.
substances and stuff like that. It affects your brain. So
It's like marijuana. I think it's like a month to go from like wherever the fuck you are to zero tolerance again.
Yep.
So some things you can like go back to zero. Some things you just can't. You're just fucked.
Oh man, I remember
permanently
I quit
for life.
for a month and I was cooked. So Mello is absolutely right.
Yeah.
I ain't never.
To be honest, there was really no point in the manga to give Boruto pills.
Even if it's
Well,
slowed-
there
even
is
if-
in my
hold on,
rewrited
if-
version of
even
it.
Even if it did slow down the progression, that wouldn't stop Momoshiki from taking over his body. Like Momoshiki already
yeah.
rewrote his.
Well, I was
Qualified.
saying that
to
if
an extent.
what I was saying was it didn't really play much of a part. I don't think. Like him having pills.
No,
It
the
didn't really play much.
the pills slowed down his ossification, so it kept Momoshiki from being able to completely rewrite
Yeah, his
DNA.
ossification that stopped like 3 days later after taking the pills.
Yeah, what my point is that like within the story, because of how little like didn't actually affect much of them giving.
They didn't do
pills.
anything.
But you
with the
didn't play
pills, that's
much
the
of a
honest
part
truth.
within
They
the
might as well
story.
remove it.
Well,
And what
unlike what's my one of my favorite animes now? Goddamn, how I forget the name of it.
Lazarus.
Solo
Must not be
leveling.
that much of your
Shit,
favorite.
yeah, no, it is. It's just one character in it that is just like the pinnacle of the whole show. So you just call it Jin Woo. Like, why even call it anything else? No, Solo Leveling. Anyways, so
I was right.
we
Whoa!
don't have a fucking like anything that's calculating this person's strength. It's like we don't really know. Like the
Sorry, what are we talking about
ossification, like
again?
the
Sorry, I'm so
percentage
sorry.
of how much boards. It was
Oh.
only told like, oh yeah, it's like it wrote like
I
this amount
basically-
percent. by
We're
time
talking about the
working.
pills, and basically I just said that like
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
It didn't actually
sorry.
play much into the story, like him having pills. Like what did it actually serve?
It was
It
supposed to
didn't
slow
really
down.
do anything.
It was supposed to slow
Yes,
down
that's what it was.
Momoshiki
That's what it
taking
was
over.
supposed to do. But the slowing down aspect never played much of a part into the story because literally
He said he used it on
Well,
Kawaki to slow it down too. Nobody ever knew that. So I mean, like it
well,
had
just in
some
reference
type
to
of consequence.
Boruto, but
Yeah.
I think I think the passage of time is awkward from our perspective, but it probably makes sense from like inverse perspective. And I think the progression of the Otsutsuki-fication is something that needed to be addressed by some means. I do think they could have done
Yeah.
it better.
Yeah, like
But they-
Boruto
but
dying
the-
and Momoshiki stopping the Otsutsukification and bringing him back to life.
So you don't think that Momoshiki this would be like a perfect time for Momoshiki if he was able to control Boruto's body or come back or not come back, but like manifest in his consciousness and fight
Yes.
Jura. You don't think that's a possibility at this time? If this is
So for
like,
me, I like it. I like the idea.
Yeah.
And if I look at the landscape, there's like very little possibilities. There's like maybe a handful of things you can do. Some power boost by some means. I mean, outside of Sarda waking up, I mean, if she doesn't wake up, they're cooked. But
this guy.
outside of Sarda waking up, and helping Boruto, I don't see how Boruto wins. So Momoshiki sounds like a viable option at the very least. Maybe stalemate or whatever. Kawaki showing up is not helping him. If he shows up, he'll activate Karma and then fuck Boruto over. He ain't winning without Karma.
Yeah, Momoshiki
So,
would probably
It's weird.
Yeah,
awaken anyway
Like
if Kawaki shows up.
Baro always brings this up.
If anything,
like,
he'll make it worse.
he brings this up like Kashin Koji never really mentions Momoshiki as like a factor in any
Yeah,
of his
he
plans.
hasn't.
Well, he
at
freaked
all.
out in chapter 9.
He does.
There's
Well, he didn't
that.
tell Boruto
Yeah, he
about he didn't tell Boruto about Yodo's death either. So this obviously
Yeah, he's
information
holding
that
a
he
lot
knows that he
from
doesn't
him.
tell.
Well,
And he's made it
But
clear,
Veda
like I
somehow
only give
did.
you. He's like, I only give you information that I feel you need, that is of service to my plan, that
Would-
type of shit.
Would you
Yeah.
count Momoshiki as a singularity?
Absolutely.
If he's awake
He
and
is.
listening
If he's
anyway.
conscious.
So what Boruto knows,
He's
someone
definitely-
should know as well, unless there's some mechanic at play. But until that's specified, I go based upon what's been established. So I would say yes.
What's that? Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I think of a moment where like Momoshiki knows something that Boruto did as well.
So like when
Yeah, like
well,
Kashin
all
when
of
they're
part
explaining-
one.
when they're explaining Shibai or omnipotence, like he's there for the conversation. He's keeping up with the information that's being presented to Boruto specifically. So he definitely, and then like they kind of like had like the whole glitch shit. They can, I don't know if that's still a thing. I doubt it, but it seems that like stuff like that is possible to get into the minds of
Yeah,
Vessel
yeah.
and so on and so
No,
forth.
you're right. It's just like there's no reason why he wouldn't still be conscious, like Momo. There's no reason why he
He
wouldn't.
said he's been silent for 3 years.
So do you
Like
think
Momo?
that,
I'm guessing Momo's
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to.
I guess maybe he is just not conscious then. Like, why would? Because Momo would have talked more to at some point. Like, he's
Yeah,
such a
true.
yapper.
I mean, it depends on what his
I'm guessing
plan is.
what they're.
What's
But
the
why
reason?
would he be unconscious? Is the
I'm
thing.
guessing-
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, he back there plotting.
I'm
He
guessing
cooking
the-
something up.
yeah.
He cooking something up.
I'm guessing.
I mean, hypothetically, what if Boruto's wrong? What if because Momoshiki says that their two consciousnesses are like merging together? So what if it's just that Boruto can't hear Momoshiki talking because anytime he thinks is Momoshiki thinking and he can't tell the difference?
Because they're
It's
both
possible.
all.
It's something
Because they're
like
both
that,
becoming
maybe.
one and the same.
Exactly.
Say that
It
one
just
more time.
fused 100% consciously.
Because literally,
Yeah, I mean-
we know that we know that Boruto can see whatever Momoshiki can see. We've seen this happen
Oh yeah.
towards the end of chapter 75 when he got that
To a degree.
to a degree, but we also know that they're hearing each other's thoughts. Their thoughts are kind of like overlaying, and that's just a result of him completely progressing the Otsutsufication and pretty much turning Boruto into a full Otsutsuki, not realizing that there was a side effect towards doing that.
Was that ever resolved? Was the karma glitch
I don't-
ever resolved?
Karma glitch?
I don't think
Anything ever resolved?
Like when Boruto has like the flash forward using the Byakugan of Momo,
Oh,
and like they're talking to him.
I have no idea. I think
What
that
do
was
you
one
mean?
of the
What do you mean by
I'm talking
Because I can
about
give you a
what-
yes
I'm talking
or
about
no,
what
depending
you're-
on what you need specifically.
I'm talking about what you're talking about. When like they're having the conversation and Momo interrupts and he's like, "Yeah, he's wrong about omnipotence. That's not what it is. I know all like that shit." Yeah, that part. Yeah. Unless it's like some Kakashi shit to where like Kakashi sealed up Sasuke's curse mark. Maybe Koji did something similar, off panel during the time skip. So
Orochimaru.
Sasuke did something.
I don't
think Sasuke
I don't
would
think
be a
he
better
did.
bet.
I don't think so either.
Because if he, I don't think so. Because like,
I don't even know how that would work.
they seemed very terrified that Boruto's karma was
seal?
activating.
You don't know how sealing an Otsutsuki would work?
I don't know. I don't think.
Well,
Koji
I don't even know if
actually-
there is. I don't know if there is a way to seal an Otsutsuki. I'm not saying there couldn't be, but if we're talking about the karma seal,
To make a comparison though with Kakashi's thing, like Mello was doing.
Wait, your mic is shit. Your mic is shit.
Your mic is shit. Yo, that's crazy.
I can't find the panel.
I was like, is he
No,
talking through-
hold on. Sorry. With Kamui, you gotta get to the point because he'll just talk over you. So I have to get to the point. Your mic is shit. Fix it, please.
That's crazy.
I just gotta get to the point. I can't sugarcoat it because he'll just talk over me.
Through a pot, bro.
Gotta build that shit out
Bro.
quick.
Hey, he's talking through a can with the fucking string through it. That's what it
He's
sounds
like,
It's
Melo's
crazy.
like, your mic is bad, and he's like, well, it can't be that bad. I'm gonna continue
Oh.
my saying.
And by the way, guys,
Exactly.
I dropped in the chat the podcast that y'all did with Udi while he was laying in bed, and he did it on camera.
I think you cut out.
Yeah, I mean, I
cut
don't
out.
deny it, free game. You know, I podcasted for 2 years
Wait.
like this. I don't
Wait, did
know
I
why
cut-
you
wait,
brought
wait, did
this
he
up
cut
out
out?
of nowhere. I still don't understand.
Oh, no.
Yes, I podcast on my bed. I
Woody's
know right
done this
now.
before.
Wait, am I? Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
do.
you, Melo.
He's laying down.
Wait. I didn't. Wait. Is it just me or did free game just cut out before he finished what he was saying?
He did.
Oh, that's
So what the
crazy.
fuck does Udi talk
Okay,
about? I guess
does
Udi
it
just
still
knows what he was
sound
gonna say.
awful? I'm confused.
I guess so.
So they're having
Oh
a
my
conversation about a conclusion that we never heard. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Ain't no
I
conclusion.
don't know.
I said, I
Free game
found.
finish the point so we can all know what y'all talking about.
Oh, nah, because y'all had cut out because, what's his name? Kamui
No,
was talking
you.
through-
Wait,
no,
just
you
tell me
did.
Does
the
the mic
whole
still
thought.
sound bad? I'm confused.
Yeah, Kamui was talking
now.
through a
Mic
can.
sound-
No, now he sounds great, but
The
I
mic sounds
said,
better.
well, y'all interrupted.
changed.
Hold on.
Can we get to this tier list real quick?
Hold
It's
on.
getting
I
late.
was saying, like, while y'all interrupted, I had found the shit that I was talking about. Where I
Oh,
said
you
was laying
interrupted.
down. I didn't interrupt nothing.
Okay.
You was talking through a can.
You all
bro.
interrupted.
Right, you was talking through a can with a
Yeah,
string.
yeah.
Kamui, it's okay.
Okay, so why is Mitsuki on the top of this tier list?
Where is this tier list? I don't see a tier list.
Oh, okay.
Posted in
The
the-
reason
Well, hold
No,
on.
no. It's
Is
the
because
Urashiki stuff, isn't it?
Urashiki
You know,
is
Udi, take it
revered
away.
as the strongest Otsutsuki, and Momoshiki has knowledge of Shibai. And Urashiki,
Wait. Who's the strongest Otsutsuki?
Shibai should be the strongest
Who the
Otsutsuki.
fuck is singing
Okay.
in the back like that? What's going on?
Sauron making
you
random
stop?
noises.
Can you please stop?
Urashiki
That's really
said
hard.
that
I'm
that
laughing.
Mitsuki using
I'm
just
sorry.
a flicker of his sage mode was dangerous.
Who said this?
Urashiki.
The strongest of Suzuki.
Urashi.
Oh
Is
my
Urashiki-
goodness, no.
He's
Wait,
revered
so
as the strongest.
is this an anime? This includes the anime?
Yeah, so this is
By the way,
specifically
but-
part 1 Boruto anime Mitsuki.
So why
by
is
the
it,
way-
so why isn't Urashiki here in God's here then? If he's the strongest Otsutsuki?
I think he
Why
was,
isn't he
but it
above
got
Shibai?
deleted from the list.
It's whenever,
wait.
it's whenever you save
Hello.
a tier list, the additions that you added just don't save.
Mhm.
He
It's
was
So-
he was right behind Mitsuki over Shibai.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, Mello, the whole Urashiki being the strongest Otsutsuki thing, it's based off a statement on a
I
text
know where it's
blurb.
from.
Yeah, it's this weird Discord statement that we don't even know is accurately translated. We can't translate it ourselves because the
I had
original.
someone use this, try to use this on me in a debate. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
There's
about.
so much wrong with using this. Like it's just completely stupid.
Boruto's
It
the
also just
strongest
doesn't. It just doesn't make sense either. So
No, it definitely makes sense.
No.
Boruto's the strongest.
no.
Bro, getting Naruto is cooking this dude, bro. I don't fucking know what to tell you.
Stop.
Any Boruto was doing stuff. Jiraiya did.
Okay, but Urashiki
Like-
used
like-
omnipotent so that it didn't matter.
Exactly.
Like Urashiki, he couldn't even break the seal of part 1 Naruto in like a half a nine
Why
tails, bro.
the
It's
fuck
fucking
is
like all
pathetic.
that?
Mitsuki on God tier above Shibai? What the fuck is going on with this list?
Proof Urashiki was going all out.
Is that
Are you
Mitsuki?
just now seeing the list?
Is that Mitsuki?
Because I can
Or
prove he
am I
wasn't.
high?
He wasn't using omnipotence, which he
Oh,
later shows the
I'm not gonna
ability to
answer
use.
my
Wait. Tomoe's mic
Wait,
is
what
shit
were you-
again.
Yeah,
And,
you just
um,
threw
no
a can at me.
sense.
And what he's saying is silly
Damn.
too.
So Udi,
Bro,
finish
what?
finish the explanation. So Urashiki's as strong as Otsutsuki, but your list got rewritten because it didn't save. So he was behind Mitsuki, and Mitsuki is what based on. Oh no, I see what you're saying. So the dialogue from Urashiki at the tuning exams had him kind of concerned about Sage Mode. That's a dangerous power. So because he's concerned about a flicker of Sage Mode, that puts Sage Mode means okay. I see the logic. Okay.
Ah, you got it. There you go.
Okay. Took me a second.
You are,
Sorry.
I had to
Wait.
flip the Udi
No.
switch.
bro. You have to
So-
think like
sorry, I'm
Udi
still-
to understand Udi, bro.
We have
You
to like
definitely have to.
we have to indulge in this for a second though. Like
you
just
have
because
to
like
rewrite your
you
freaking
want to
brain.
cancel out something that could be potentially like annoying to
whisper.
deal with.
Alright,
and
you've
that's-
already tried and failed like 3 weeks in a row. Try it again.
Bro,
Wait, trying to feel
What-
what?
Urashiki got freaking slapped by a Sasuke that wasn't trying, and then you had
Urashiki
Jiraiya,
trying either.
and then Urashiki wasn't trying. I think he ate his
He wasn't.
eyeball. I'd never seen anybody who
continues.
wasn't trying that ate their own eye. Don't give me that shit.
He
I
didn't
He
don't-
use
wasn't trying because he did
Urashiki.
omnipotence. He didn't use omnipotence.
He ate his
Can
fucking
you guys
eye.
say it on the record? For the record, everyone here, the Otsutsuki are dog shit. Come on, just put it on the record.
I'ma
Sauron,
say
Udi.
Urashiki is dog shit, and I'm going to continue.
I think everyone on the tier list is dog shit.
I don't think Miski should
Especially
be
too before, like,
anywhere
Miski.
as
I mean, as long
high.
as Sarda's not on this
Why
list,
the
I ain't got no problem
fuck
with
is
that.
Miski that high? What
Well,
the hell?
But we've
only explained
I just
one.
explained it to
Is
you.
on the tier.
No,
just explained his
no,
logic.
that is a very unreasonable explanation,
Nah, bro, you got Sarda at jump. I'm done.
bro.
See,
his
see, the
list is
Mitsuki thing, I can
asinine.
understand.
This
I
is
get it.
asinine.
Okay, that's
Hey,
some head assery. I'm fine, but
Hey,
That's
Mello.
not Mangekyo Sharingan, Sarada.
no. Base Sarda should not be Jonin without Sharingan. No, not even 3 tomorrow. Base Sarda is God tier. Base.
Oh, remember, base Sarda is over TBV Mitsuki. Like, just it seems like you're incorporating Tubely Vortex here, and
Why
just
is
remember.
part one Kona? See, like, why is part one
Bro, you-
Konohamaru like above Sarada? Mitsuki?
You got Ohiram Sarda here.
But
is
that's not.
TBV.
No, that's TBV Konohamaru. There's two different Konohamarus.
Yeah,
Oh my
both of
goodness.
them are above Sarada.
What?
You
You
even
don't
have a
think
Mitsuki
Konohamaru
from
was
TBV
over part one
in
Sarada?
Jonin. Bro,
Hey, Mello. So how
Well,
did
there's
you-
two Konohamarus. I seen two Konohamarus, and both of them were above part two Sarada.
That's base. No Sharingan, no Mangekyo, no nothing.
You act like I don't know this.
bro, do you not know? Wait, you guys troll a lot. You guys are. You're joking, right? Like, you know how
No.
powerful Sarda and base is, right?
No, I don't think there's.
Like she
One
reacted
base
to a
Sarda?
mid. She reacted to a mid Shigori strike from base into her 3 Tomoe and then dodged.
Yo,
shit.
I thought
Bello,
you
You know how
was gonna
they
say-
impressive that is?
I thought you was gonna say
Well,
a midget strike.
Mello. So did Konohamaru on
Yo.
two occasions. He
Yo,
was
Mello.
mid Rasengan
Yeah, no,
strike
wait, no.
forward. It was able to
Wait.
turn around and block
Yes.
Hidari's
Yes.
attack.
Yes, Konohamaru's God tier. Yes, thank you.
Oh no, you're
And
That's why he's over Sarada.
no, you're tripping. Y'all, did y'all get together and drink before y'all hopped on this podcast?
I'm not even disagreeing.
But it's because
No, it's not more
Konohamaru
impressive. It's
has
not.
to be
Because he
faster
had already
to
seen how.
pull that up because he doesn't have a precog benefit.
Wait, no,
You guys.
no,
was
I'm saying it's not
drinking
more
before y'all
impressive in
did this.
comparison to Sarda. The feat itself is impressive for Konohamaru, certainly. I'm not negating that. But my point is, he saw how Hidari fought against Sarda, so he would have pre-knowledge that Sarda didn't have. That's what makes it less impressive in comparison to Sarda. At least one of the reasons.
Oh, I see your point, at least.
But what about Boruto, though,
But
who
anyway.
didn't see how Sarada fought and was able to react to Hidari putting his hand thing behind Boruto to zap him?
Well, Mel, I see your point, though. But like Hidari
Well,
could
actually,
have
no.
come from.
Sarada didn't react to that.
Hidari
That-
could have
Yeah,
come
I got
from.
3 people
Probably
talking.
did.
Who's talking right now?
Oh, sorry.
They are
Alright,
So, Udi, what was your
fused.
question?
They are fused together.
Udi, what was your
The
question?
scene Udi's talking about, Konohamaru and Boruto reacts first, then Konohamaru. Sarada just doesn't react.
Wait, I don't know what the question is, though.
At
What's the
all.
question?
He didn't
Well,
give
it's not a
one.
question. We're telling you a statement.
Do you remember
okay,
when
okay.
Boruto was charging Uzuhiko against Hidari and he says that he needs
Chapter
protection?
13.
And then Hidari goes to zap Boruto from behind in the same way he does Sarada.
And then he
Boruto
gets
reacts
blitzed
to it
by
first, and
Konohamaru.
then Konohamaru. And Sarada doesn't.
Okay. So what's the conclusion? What's the point being made?
Well, Konohamaru has just displayed a better reaction beat to Sarada there. Sarada, of all people, should be aware of Hidari's fighting style.
Go, reverse. Just think about this. Konohamaru's vantage point would be different than Sarada's because he's looking at the battle while she's in the battle.
Go to
his
chapter.
No.
would
You're
be
in the
widened
same
in comparison to hers.
side by side in the scene.
Wait,
Show
are
me
you
the panel.
talking?
You have
Are
to
you
show me the
talking
panel.
about this scene?
I have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
The
Tell me
scene
the
when
scene.
Konohamaru. Okay, it's somewhere. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My point stands.
Damn, y'all pull up scenes.
She's
so
in
fucking
mid battle,
fast.
looking down at the claw marks, trying to wait for the enemy to show up. She's in mid battle, but he
That's
has
what
a
she's
vantage
supposed to be
point.
doing. That's
He
the
has
whole
a
point of
vantage-
giving backup to Boruto.
Yeah, but
He has
he
a vantage
he could
point
have
that she
seen a
doesn't.
better. Yeah, exactly.
So it's not an impressive feat over her that he was able to do it and she didn't react.
He didn't even move. After saying, so buy you Taime, got it.
Well, did she? It's not. It's only impressive if she saw it.
It seems like as soon as she says this, that's when this happens. So it's not like some interval of
Boruto
time.
reacted, and Boruto's literally looking the wrong direction.
He reacted at what? It looked
He
like he's reacting at
reacted-
Konohamaru.
Boruto reacted to the hand coming out of the claw mark when he was looking
show
the
that
other
to me?
way previously.
Okay. My bad. I was looking at the chronological.
Boruto
the left or right
reacts-
shit's throwing me off. Sorry.
Boruto reacts to the fact that Konohamaru moved. He doesn't mean that he would have
Prove that.
seen
Prove
it.
that. Prove
What?
that's what
I
he's
don't- I
reacting
don't-
to, and not
The
the hand that's
paneling disagrees
emphasized in the
with you,
previous
Sarah.
panel.
Wait. I don't agree with Sauron. I do think he's reacting to the hand.
Okay.
However, I don't see how this is like something that gets Konohamaru over Sarada for the reasons I've mentioned.
Well, let's not mention that Konohamaru is like 50 feet away holding Himawari when he jumps in front here. Sarada's literally
Impressive.
right there.
Wait, but
Sarada
like,
has
it-
the Sharingan again.
But her
Okay.
speed wouldn't matter if she didn't see.
yeah.
But why wouldn't she see
Boruto's-
if she has the Sharingan?
Boruto
Konohamaru
did.
doesn't.
But her Sharingan's not active. You want to show me a panel?
She
What's
has
the
two
last panel
eyes,
that
and
she's in?
Boruto has one.
Okay.
Okay, so he was able. He looked at it first, and she did.
Yeah. Like she's looking around at the claw marks trying to see where the enemy's coming
Wait,
out of.
This
And then the
you
enemy
only
came out
have
of
a
one and then
point
Boruto
here.
looked down.
You only have a point here if they both looked at it and Konohamaru got there first.
Like when you look at this panel, right? There's like what is this, like sound effects or something? Like it's like VW. So maybe it makes a sound that he heard.
Yeah.
And he looked around. I
Then
don't know,
that's
like, it
even
seems like
worse
when they go
then,
into
because
claw
Sarada's
marks,
right there. If Konohamaru's
or is his hand coming out of the fucking like he has like fucking data at his mouth and the hand is like ZW, like it's like a speech bubble or something. Like I doubt it. It's not like a sentient hand.
Whoa,
This
Like, what
makes
the
the
fuck?
point
How
worse
does Cole-
because
when-
this
when
doesn't
Cole
matter
goes to
for
his-
eyes. They both would have heard it.
Hold on, when Cole goes
Two people
to his
talking.
claw marks, though, it doesn't make a sound. He pretty much comes through
It
silent.
does make a sound. It makes that.
Well, then
I
that's the
can't do
sound
it,
that you're
but
talking about then, right there. There you go. That's the sound it will make.
yeah. So it's possible that he heard the sound of someone coming out of the claw mark and then turned, and then
But Sarada didn't.
I think. This,
well, it's not that she didn't. It's that we don't see because
No, actually-
the next panel we see Konohamaru's in front of her, so she could just be
so
turned
Ron, do you
around
have
with
the
her
full
head.
page? If you
I
can
have
you scroll
the-
up? Like,
okay, you want me to place them in order?
well, okay. I'll
What's
send
the
the
fact?
full page, and then Udi, you'll want to zoom in once I do this because now maybe you guys will
And Sarada
disagree,
doesn't have her Sharingan.
but I'm gonna present something. Give me one more second. Hold on.
Because Sarada's already been hit by this technique. She should be more prepared
Well,
for it than Konohamaru.
more importantly, Udi, go to the one I just sent.
None of
Well,
that
maybe
matters.
she's like significantly nerfed. Because
Zoom
of
in,
it.
zoom in, zoom in on
That
the
would
top
explain
left
it.
for a minute.
But either way,
Is this one that
Just
If
in
she
my
didn't
explanation
see
was
it, she
sufficient
didn't.
enough.
Click
If
and
she
tap,
didn't
okay.
see it, she
So
didn't see it.
Sarada's actually looking in the direction of Hidari's hand, based up like. There's no
Okay.
reason to assume she just swiveled the other way based off her head position. She's looking in Boruto's direction.
So
And
what
the
you would
hand's
do
right
is-
behind Boruto-ish, off to the
But-
side a little bit.
but
She should
think
be
about
able
it.
to see the hand
Kamui, think.
from the direction she was looking.
Come on, think. Go back to
What
the
is
panel
she-
with
what
the
is she
hands coming
looking
out.
at?
When you look at when Boruto's talking to her about the killing him in a single blow, look at the positioning of her feet. And then look at when Konohamaru shows up. She's completely turned the opposite direction.
Well, not the opposite direction.
From where she was facing before, facing Boruto, yeah, she is. She's turned.
She never
completely
turned her
around.
feet.
Look at the positioning of her feet in both panels.
Look at her
Okay,
feet in the top panel.
Yes.
Her feet are the same.
Okay. So I see
She's
what
just
Melo's
turning her
saying. I
body.
think this is another instance of Ikimoto just being bad at depth because I can't tell if this is the knees or the back of her knees. But then you look at her shoes.
Look
you
at
could
the
say this is the
position.
front or
Wait,
the
Bro, that's
back.
the back of her
look at the
knees. What are you
position
talking
of the
about?
strap. Listen.
Okay,
Look
I
at the
disagree with
position
that,
of the
Udi. I'll be
Look
fair.
at the
I'll be
position
fair,
of the
but-
shuriken strap.
Yeah, stop
It's on the
crap.
opposite. If
Right,
you were
she's
facing her
turning
forwards.
around. She's
It's
turning.
on her
she's
right.
turned around.
Yeah,
But
so this
the
is-
I mean,
point
She
is,
doesn't have a shuriken strap here at
the,
all.
the thing is, she's just turning her head slash
The
hips
vortex is
to
hiding
see
it.
that way. So her feet are pointing the same way in both panels. She just turns her upper body to look at Boruto.
Yeah, sure. Bro, I'm
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
I'm
Go
thrown
with that.
off, bro. My little brother came in here and asked me
So,
for my damn
what-
deodorant. That shit couldn't threw me off.
Wait, who asked you for your deodorant?
My little brother came in here and asked me for my deodorant.
Where's
Oh.
his deodorant?
I was supposed to give it to him, and I was like, "Wait, hold the fuck up! No, you can't have my deodorant." What
Is
the-
your
Why can't he have your deodorant?
He's a grown ass
It's
man. I'm not
nasty.
giving him my deodorant.
You know what,
bro.
also, I just
need that for
realized-
my
Wait,
I'm trying
nar.
to
Okay,
swap
actually-
must
Y'all
with
don't-
another
I'm
wait,
really
man.
glad
wait,
Bella
y'all
just
don't
said
use a
something.
spray?
No, I ain't got no damn spray. I got some shit that I roll in my arm.
Well, listen,
I use deodorant spray.
If he's in my
Yeah,
house,
deodorant
if I
spray
had
works.
I don't
deodorant
want his
spray,
ass.
then I would have
I
let
don't
him
want him
use it.
stinking. So I'm gonna let him use it. But
Right, he
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
like,
to take
brother, you
frequent
gotta-
showers. Nah, you
brother,
gotta go get
listen.
him some. I'll go buy it for him. I'm not getting.
Yeah,
You
but-
cannot have my deodorant. Matter of fact, I might
You are
Uber
an
him some
adult.
deodorant just for that, dude, because that's crazy. I was like, what?
See,
dude,
that's
what?
nah, bro. See, it's just certain things at a certain age, at a certain point in your life. You don't. I mean, you gotta be able to provide your own fucking deodorant. But
Never
that,
had a
that
grown man ask me for my
that-
deodorant.
that's neither here nor there. But
Hey, I want to ask a question though. My man D man, he wanted to know how do you guys think Sarada would unlock her or get her internal Mangekyo Sharingan?
She won't.
will she get one?
Hopefully she won't.
I think scientific ninja tools will just be what keeps her from going blind.
Bro, they haven't
don't
used a
think
single
so.
ninja tool in this.
I know,
Vortex.
okay, but I can hope.
I think ultimately, her salvation will come through Orochimaru or the Byakugo seal. It'll heal any damage that's done to seal, or Orochimaru will create some synthetic eyes from some genetic whatever. I mean, he's created multiple clones with Sharingan. He has like her genetic information via the umbilical cord from the Sarada arc in the Boruto series. So there's plenty of Orochimaru stuff. They're hinting at
could
him
be
with the whole
science
hideout.
something.
So
Could be science something. I don't think she's getting
Could
the
be a
Byakugo
motto.
seal.
hey, let me take some cultured cells and then let me regrow like your eyes or whatever the fuck, or like let me take some cells from Sasuke from let me isolate Sasuke's DNA from your DNA, Sarada, and then I can like create his eyes so that you never like. It's plenty of science out there in this universe that can explain that shit.
Yeah.
More so than anything, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the whole blindness thing will be addressed. But
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it being some permanent thing. She'll get even stronger than she is now. She'll have permanent Sharingan. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is if
just don't
that's how
think it's-
Orochimaru's introduced, I'm gonna be mad. They should have introduced him long
No,
before.
no, he can be introduced in another way, but he can also service her.
Yes,
later
exactly.
down the line.
You don't think she already is somewhat aware about the blindness? Didn't she read about like the Uchihas and stuff like that? Learned about the Mangekyo, learned about like the variations as well?
Yes, in the anime. I'm not sure. I know that was an adaptation from the novel, I think. So I'm not sure.
No,
if it happened in
that's from the
novel.
Naruto. It's from Naruto chapter
Oh, it's from the
501
chapter,
to
okay.
10. 501 to
Okay.
510.
That's
Oh,
701
so
to 710, but you get the idea.
What?
Yeah,
Naruto
710. Yeah, 701 to 710.
Wait, that's
yeah.
Sarada
It's
stores
Naruto
in
Gaiden.
Naruto
It's the
chapter?
Shin arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Well, did that happen in that arc? In the book?
In the manga,
Was she like in the library looking up restricted information?
that's what I'm going to go check right.
Okay.
This
But
guy's-
to
while
your
you're
point for
doing
game,
that-
yes.
Either-
If you take the anime's continuity, then yes, she should know about it. But they have a difficult time with continuity with this.
Yeah.
apparently. So
But here's also the thing, though. Just in case you don't know it from Naruto, they'll regurgitate the information for you anyways.
What do you
Even
mean,
if they-
Sabran? In
even
case
if
you
they-
forgot last chapter, they'll regurgitate it for you.
Yeah.
I,
So,
by chapter 14,
even if
I
the
counted
characters
for it,
already-
they
even
told
if
us that the Ten Tails. They told us how the Ten Tails works 19 times in the first 14 chapters of Two Blue Vortex, ignoring all of part one. Just Two Blue Vortex first 14 chapters, 19 times they recapped how the Ten Tails works.
Yeah. So, like, even if they already know the information within the story, they will regurgitate it again, like they didn't know it, just for you to be filled. So, there you go. They did it in chapter 1 of this manga, where Sumeri and Sarada are having conversations that they probably had a bajillion times, and they're acting like they've never had it before. Yeah. Horrible expository dialogue. Gross. Nasty. Ugh.
I mean, I don't know if they ever did have it before. As stupid as that is.
I mean, it was just a flashback. Though.
Yeah, they waited 3 years.
No, it
to
wasn't. It was
have
in the Two Blue
conversation.
What?
3 years to have the conversation. So silly.
So you guys don't you? So overall, you well, Mello, he pretty much only the one who gave a solid answer. Like shit, how about to call it the Mangekyo sale? What the fuck? The Byakugo sale would be the most plausible. Or did he drop out?
That's the one I want the most.
Oh, the answer to your question, Mel, by the way?
Oh,
No.
it dropped out.
It's anime only. Oh, I don't blame
shit.
them.
I think he's coming back, but Scientific Ninja Tech could work for the story and the themes. I think it's possible she could just stay blind, mostly just because I just want to see that from the community's reaction.
Yeah, I wanted to go blind.
That's crazy. You guys are pretty like evil. You guys are
Thank
dark.
you.
You guys are dark.
Evil.
No, I wasn't looking for evil. I was looking for dark. I just couldn't find a word. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are kind of dark there, guys.
Just like Sarada's vision.
You just want wishing blindness
not
on
even-
somebody is.
I'm not even sure if it's dark. Maybe it is dark. I don't know what a blind person sees.
Yeah, but about Udi laying down though while he podcasts and
Yeah,
like,
please, free game. Go ahead.
Why do you keep mentioning that?
But like, why do you like publicize this to the world? Like, if you just laying down in your own privacy, cool. But you're doing a whole podcast, and on my whole screen when I'm looking at it is just you laying in the bed.
Again, but my computer is set up.
I will never watch you guys' podcast again. I'm just playing.
He doesn't do it every time.
I'm just kidding, bro. I know. It was just that one. And that's why it threw me by surprise. I'm like, why is he laying down so comfortably? He's more comfortable than I am. And I'm laying in my bed.
When I'm
this
not
is crazy.
going
Bro, do you have a desk?
Oh.
No, you don't have a.
No, I don't.
Do you need me to ship you a desk through Amazon?
Honestly,
Would you
free
like a
game,
desk?
I don't even want your money. What I want
You're
is
not
5
I am not
subscribers.
giving you any money.
He doesn't want your money.
all.
He wants your apology.
I want you to have a desk. If I ever pull up on your stream ever again and you're laying down, I'm freaking bombing the comments.
Well, you know what, free game? If you can get 4 of your subscribers to subscribe to us right now, Udi will be able to pay for a desk.
I don't think they care as much as I do.
Well, if they
Add
care
everyone
about
in your
you,
Discord,
they will care
make a
for
community
you.
post, make a video, say I don't care, just get 4. That's all we need.
Hey guys,
Tell your stuff right now to do it.
yeah, subscribe to him. I have nothing against him. Yeah, go ahead, subscribe to the Walkie Talkie podcast. But I still want to buy you a desk because if I ever come by on your stream ever again and you're laying down, bro, you're gonna have some problems.
You realize I'm laying down
No.
right now.
Yeah, and you're not on video, and that's absolutely like acceptable. But be on video.
Okay.
Is this a Kai Sinet freaking 24-hour stream where you watching people take a nap? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on?
I'm not allowed to lay down. I don't understand what your problem is with laying down.
Explain yourself, and then your headboard is freaking crooked still. Right? Do you need a bed set? Do you need? Should I ship you a bed set as well?
I do need a new headset. I will accept you shipping me a new headset. Yes.
You know I always gotta mess with you, bro.
There's our compromise.
Hey, I'm about to hop off. But I did get a super chat, and I would appreciate it if you guys, get you guys' input on it. If you don't
please.
mind.
Go for it.
All right. Control. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, KK, who will be Kashin Koji, doesn't know Boruto isn't afraid to die, only Momo. He lying about him dying to Jura. Boruto only listened to Kashin Koji without hesitation versus Kawaki. If you need me to repeat, I will.
Repeat it
That's
again,
actually
yeah.
a good point. I hadn't considered that. The fact that Boruto has been convicted to die since, at latest, the Ishiki arc, possibly even earlier, arguably, but that's really where it comes out. But Kashin Koji, he was not really convicted to die in the Ishiki arc, kind of, seemingly, half so, maybe. So it's interesting to
Depends on
have that
which
dynamic going
version of
forward.
the events you go with.
The retcon one or the
The original one.
That's interesting because he is almost like threatening Boruto, like warning him not to go, for that being the reason when Boruto seemingly shouldn't kind of care.
Well, then again, he lacked the resolve to die in the prophecy arc, so.
But he's telling Kawaki once again, this makes no sense, but he's telling Kawaki that if I become Momoshiki, you can kill me. Like 2 chapters ago he said that, or whenever it was, so.
Chapter 15, yeah. It's like, Boruto makes no sense.
And obviously we know that Kashin Koji can see the future through 10 directions. So in a way, he could see if Boruto's dying in every possible future. Maybe he could like put 2 and 2 together to realize that Boruto
that. Yeah, like he does. Yeah, exactly. Like he's not scared to die. He saw that.
Maybe you could consider this like a character flaw or contradiction of like illogical emotion that Koji isn't considering, but that could be interesting that they play with that. I would like to see something there.
As long as it plays into the like conflict dynamic with Boruto and Koji, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out D-Man, who became a member. Thank you, D-Man. Welcome, and welcome to you, of course. Shout out D-Man. If you have a question, feel free to ask it.
Yeah.
We will answer.
One of my subscribers. Thank you, D-Man. You're awesome.
W-Man. We have changed
W-Man. He changed his name to W-Man. That's fine.
I love it.
But yeah, overall, I do agree with you guys. I think Kashin Koji most likely already knows, Boruto is not afraid to die, which is why he doesn't tell him certain things. Like, if you don't go now, then this person will die, because he knows if he lets him know, then he's going to interfere in some type of way. Like if he possibly didn't tell Boruto that, if he went and saved Sarada because they was going to lose the battle, unless on a slim hope that she unlocks her Mangekyo Sharingan, then Boruto would have interrupted, most likely. So, like, that's why he didn't tell him any of that type of stuff. So, like, he knows that what Boruto is capable of. He knows his character. I'm pretty sure he's, like, adept to all that. That's why I don't know why he slipped up and told him in the first place, like, or not told him, but like when he said, "Is Konohamaru going to die?" or whatever. I can't remember when he said verbatim. Like, why he just didn't at that point in time lie to him instead of playing like, spilling word vomit and like talking in riddles.
Pretty sure Kashin Koji.
To be fair,
Kashin
Boruto
Koji
even believed him anyway.
Didn't Kashin Koji just say nothing?
No, he did tell him something.
Give a vague answer.
Yeah, he gave a vague answer.
He said what equates to nothing, but he did give a vague answer.
Yes.
Let me see.
But you actually do bring up a really good point with this Kashin Koji thing, because this was his threat to convince Boruto not to go. He was relying on the fact that if Boruto goes, then he dies. So therefore, if I tell Boruto that, then he's not going to want to go. But he didn't stop to consider the fact that Boruto doesn't care about that aspect in particular. He would obviously care about tangential aspects, but I don't think Koji is ever going to say that to Boruto ever again, or at least he's not going to rely on it. I don't think he's just not going to clarify whether or not Boruto dies if he does something or doesn't do something based on 10 directions. He's going to use something else.
I agree with what you're saying, but to be fair, he doesn't just say you're gonna die, it's you're gonna die and all of our plans to save the world will go to nothing. That is something Boruto cares about, saving the world.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree.
Yeah, but I don't think that Boruto cares about saving the world over, the fate of his close friends, because, this is how the character is built. So like
Well,
he
Like,
wants
even
to,
if technically,
so
like,
in
letting
theory-
Konohamaru save
he-
the whole world, he's
he-
choosing to save Konohamaru.
he wants to save the whole world, but he's not going to be let it be at the cost of like losing. Yeah, like you said, like Konohamaru or like Asarda or even Mitsuki, even though he can be brought back.
Yes,
know
but
why
at the
he would
same
care.
time, that can't literally be true because the whole world would include Konohamaru. And so, if he saves Konohamaru at the expense of the whole world, Konohamaru dies because the whole world dies.
No, I get your
Either
point.
way.
I get your
Exactly,
point.
so
I
feel
know
like
what
that
you're
doesn't
saying.
really work in this regard.
I know what you're saying, but I think that his overall goal would to still be to save the world, but at the same time, not have to sacrifice Konohamaru in order to save the whole world. Like, if he was told, if you even go back to Naruto, like they were like on the like, excuse me, they were on like they had like the belief of pretty much carving your own destiny. Like your destiny is not written for you. Like I'm gonna write my own destiny or whatever. You know what I mean. So like Kashin Koji began telling him, "Yo, if you do this, and this is how the timeline is gonna go." Boruto could be thinking, even though this is what you say and this is how you say it's gonna go, I'm the master of my own destiny. So like I'm going to go ahead and interrupt and do what I think is right.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I think Boruto's being very hopeful and optimistic. So as long as there's a chance, that's what he's going to fight for in the same
Yeah.
way that is what Naruto is like. But that
Yeah.
being said, that only goes so far. If Boruto knows without a shadow of a doubt, it's 100% guarantee that if he saves Konohamaru, then the world will die, then I don't think he's going to save Konohamaru. As long as he's fighting for the chance, then I think he's going to keep fighting for the chance. But if he just knows, like hypothetically, this is stupid, but if you have the entire world dangling on a cliff, and then you have Konohamaru dangling on a cliff, and he can only save one of them, he's going to save the entire world, because Konohamaru is in that entire world. So.
I think he's going to try to save both. I mean, well, if you're talking about Konohamaru's in that whole entire world, so obviously dangling on a cliff too, separately. Doesn't make any sense.
That's why it's a stupid analogy, but you get the idea.
I was saying, no, I don't. So like what? but I would concede, and I get your point. But I think that he would try to save them both at the same time. I think he would try to find a way to save Konohamaru and the world. If it was
He'd use a shadow clone and grab both ends.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'd
if
try
he
some
has
type
the
of way.
if he has the opportunity or possibility to do that, then obviously yes, he'll try and save both. If he just can't do it in this case, he's out of chakra in this cliff hypothetical. He can't make a shadow clone. I think he would just choose the world.
Well, it depends on whether. Okay, so it can be objectively true that he can't save both, but it depends on what Boruto thinks is true. Is his mindset
I'm
gonna
saying
be? It might be
I'm saying
impossible,
that.
but I'll forge a new future. Like, what is his mindset?
No, that's what I'm saying. Boruto knows in this hypothetical.
So I will say this may be out of Boruto's character in that case, but yes, I agree though. Then he's just gonna choose the objectively better answer.
I mean, but hypothetically though, if if he believes 100% wholeheartedly that Kashin Koji knows the future, like verbatim, like play by play, he does know the outcome in that situation if he explains it to him.
The problem though is,
He
especially
doesn't
now,
trust Koji.
if he doesn't trust Koji because he's withholding information, maybe even lying at times, then it doesn't matter what Koji says. He's always going to be like skeptical.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. Yeah, no, true. No, I agree with you on that one. Especially because Koji doesn't really like spill the beans. He give him really vague answers.
Which is why Koji should
Exactly.
have just told him the real consequences of him going, because him dying isn't gonna happen. So.
I mean, he did
Yeah,
tell him
well-
the consequences of him going, him dying.
Bro, it's not gonna happen though. I can't wait for whatever stupid excuse workaround that they're gonna do. Oh, Boruto, you didn't let me finish. I meant that Shura is going to dye your shirt a different color. Not that you are gonna die. It's gonna be something
Yeah,
stupid.
I'm at, so that's actually
Wow.
the premise of the video I never finished is gonna be about basically this whole concept. What are they gonna do? Because somewhere down the line, someone has to be wrong. Koji did just say verbatim, Jura will kill you. this time around if you go to the Sand Village. Now, there's many things that they can do with that. I'm not going to go through all 9 of the hypotheticals that I have right now, but
Damn, you got them prepared.
some
It's
of these
crazy.
some you wouldn't like for example, these are the ones I'm worried about. Where is my list?
He has a list.
Okay, option 2.
A list.
Koji's just wrong. It's just wrong. I don't like that. Option 3. Boruto dies, and then they pull a Momoshiki, and he's just immediately brought back to the point that it just did not matter in the first place. Oh well,
That's a
didn't matter,
fucking
Koji.
list.
Sorry. I hope that's not true, but that's a possibility. And the rest are more convoluted.
Bro, how was you prepared for this certain topic and had a list prepared?
I didn't know that this is for a video.
And then the list was within arm's reach of you.
Well, it's written in paragraph format for a script, so I had to find out where in the script this was.
Wait, is this written in the notes in your
Yes,
phone?
it's in my notes app. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was you said your notes, so I'm thinking you picking up a pad or something like that. That you wrote this down. I was like, what, it's in arm's reach, bro. That's preparation. This guy has foresight. This is crazy. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm
That's
too high for
hilarious.
this. I'm gonna have to dip out. Hey, thanks for having me,
Okay.
guys.
Yes, for sure.
Sure.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
For game, you don't have to stay for this, but D-Man did ask a question, which is, do you guys think the Shin clones will ever appear again? My answer is sadly no.
Yeah.
Better. Okay, that's how I want Sarda to get her Eternal.
Okay, you know what? Screw
I
it.
don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, shout out to D-Man. Thank you for being a member on the channel too, bro. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
have a good night.
So, real quick, Udi, segueing really far away from what we were just talking about, we never finished our Konohamaru.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining us. Yeah, if you're new, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, we ain't talking about too many leaks. They fooled me, bro. I thought they said we was gonna talk about leaks. We talked about leaks for about like exactly 7 minutes and 43 seconds. But anyways, yeah, we probably gonna have a conversation about the leaks or a community discussion. Probably sometime tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on the community tab, so check that out. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you, Control, for the $5 donation. I hope we was able to answer your questions significantly, and you guys have a great day. Peace.